Well, it says Indiana 500 at the top. That is not the case. We are very much here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, still showing off the new overlays as we get ready to go green flag racing. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, and yes, we just had a great e-ticket event, probably one of the greatest e-ticket events out there. But today, we're back in Charlotte, getting ready to do stuff that we've done before, but we haven't done in quite some time. It's going to be an absolute blast as we get ready to go green. Originally was going to go ahead and do these overlays. We're going to switch them out. We're going to switch them out because it says IndyCar NBC. We still got to change that for the near future. To the Fox 2023 overlays will be on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome as it's Coca-Cola 600 weekend. On the NASCAR side, it's Indianapolis 500 weekend out there in Indiana. It's also short track weekend for myself. We're going to get into why we're streaming on a Monday and what that schedule is all about. In the meantime, qualifying has taken place. It's on the racing surface as we speak. You're watching Davis Lewis rip his way around this racetrack as we get ready to go green. Frank Horley is back there in fourth. He's ready to rock and roll with us as well. So many great drivers lined up and ready to give it 110% for this foreseeable future. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how it all goes down, how exciting this is. Chase Schaefer haven't seen him race in quite some time. He's on the track there in that second position. Frank Horley did not take the green flag in Indiana. He's rolling here in Charlotte. As we get ready to say hello and welcome to everybody that's tuning on in. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. Let's get into that schedule. Charlotte Next-Gen, car tomorrow, Talladega. Xfinity at the Glen. Super late models at South Boston Speedway. You're in for one heck of a treat. So why a Monday night instead of a Tuesday night? Well, if you've seen the LinkedIn side or you've seen the Twitter side, this Thursday, I'll be calling a race at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Saturday, I'll be calling a race in Owasso. Sunday, we'll be calling a race at Corrigan Oil. If you know anything about those tracks, they're on two different sides of the states. In the case of the lower 48, not in North Carolina. So, I'll be leaving Wednesday morning. I have to prepare for the event all day tomorrow. Because once the checkered flag waves at Hickory, it's in the car and drive all the way up to that of Michigan. And in Michigan, call the race at Owasso. That'll be live on Race in America. Then Corrigan Oil on Sunday and head all the way back on Monday. It's going to be a long, long feat. It's going to be a fun feat, an exciting one as that. But it's going to take a lot of time. So I realized, hey, got to move the stream to a Monday if we want to get a stream in this week. The Indiana 500 was an absolute excitement rush. It was unbelievable. The greatest race you'll see in the month of May on iRacing, and I truly believe that. I know others started arguing it, but when you have two green flag cycle runs where you still had a finish that was 3 1,000ths of a second. It was updated from 4 to 3 1,000ths of a second. Can you believe that? They checked back. We checked back 3 1,000ths. That was the finish. After an 80-lap green flag run, you can't ask for that anymore. You can't ask for that anymore on an e-ticket. That was just insane how great it was. No overtime. Just the greatest drivers left racing in a checkered flag. If you haven't seen it yet, go check back on the 2024 Indiana 500. It was a treat. Truther, Graves, Lewis, Morley, Max Steinmeier back there in the 18th position. Jordan Herring, Frank DeAngelis is back, and so many others get ready to roll as we go green for 80 laps in Charlotte, North Carolina, and light them up just one more time. So we're back with the Fox Overlays. This time around, if you're just coming on in, we say hello, we say welcome. So glad to have you all with us. You're about to see some of the greatest racing on iRacing, hands down. There's a new theme that we discussed in the drivers meeting. We said, hey, 300 likes, obviously, we'll get race number 5. But we said if we hit X amount of likes before the stream goes live, we were going to have a way so the live chat can override any part of the schedule. So you look at the schedule now, you have 4 races that are guaranteed tonight. Next Gen at Charlotte, that you're seeing currently right now as they grid on up. You have Xfinity, you have Talladega car tomorrow. But the thing about Xfinity Glen was it was found later that there is a possibility to do Xfinity at Laguna Seca. That's a new car track combo that we've never done before. So I said at the end of Talladega, if you wanted the change to Laguna Seca, go out there and spam in the chat at the conclusion of race 2. If it's overwhelmingly in favor of a different car track combo, we'll have a vote. That vote will be, do we stick with the car track combo that's on the schedule, or let the winner of race 2 decide where we go? The winner of race 2 does not have to decide on the car track combo the chat exactly wants. They can pick whatever they want. Or they can side with the chat and pick the combo you all want. That's the risk that is being taken, and it will happen for every race tonight. So let's say we don't want car tomorrow, Talladega. Let's say the chat is overwhelmingly against it. Then we have a vote. The winner of race 1. Does he change the combo? Does he change the combo to what the chat wants or a combo that he wants? If the vote is in favor of the race winner voting. That's the risk. That's the roulette that we're playing tonight. Unless you like the schedule, then you can just say, keep it. Keep what we got. It works. And that's honestly what I would like to see. But at the end of the day, you are the viewers. You're the reason why we're here. You're the reason why 80 laps are getting ready to take place here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We want you to love every single moment. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go green all the way up in Concord, North Carolina. The one to go next time by. 40 drivers enter 40 race. It's 2,000 iRating cap. Locked in and ready to roll. Some said instead of the car tomorrow at Talladega, they wanted Xfinity at Talladega. After this race, do we see the live chat go in favor of that? So the most excitement we see in the chat could change the schedule, but it's up to you. Now the question comes down, who's gonna win? Lemsack, Schaefer, Wilkerson, Mostelli, your fast 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this time by, we get the one to go. Let's get ready to go green. I like Jacob Wilkerson. He's won at this track before, including with this combo. The sun is beating onto the racing surface, and on a rescheduled NR Night in America from a Tuesday to a Monday night, we get ready to say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Page, Bomar, Thurston. Lebsack lined in. 80 laps of action, and when you have it only maxed out on a 2K iRating, you might not see a lot of incidents, a lot of wrecks. So how does that roll? Let's find out as we get ready to go green. Carlos Truther, one win in our night in America. He starts up inside the top 10. Braden Movick is back and ready for the action. James Thurston has yet to have a really solid run in an e-ticket for 2024. He said, I just get it done in our night. For whatever reason, the e-ticket win may just have to wait. Tonight, what was, and what is now. As we light the fuse for 80 laps from Charlotte, North Carolina. Schaefer around, let's sack involved. Wow. I cannot believe it. Jacob Wilkerson gets through. James Thurston gets through. Daniel Mosteller did not. And just spun the tires. Carlos Truther looking for damage there on the 45. So the two drivers that were supposed to lead us to green spin the tires and just take everything for a whirl. Let's watch again. I can get one, maybe. But both gassing it up the same way. Mosteller's involved. James Bomar's involved. Gavin Austin. Robbie Richard. Riker Byram. River Page. All got a piece of it. I believe William Schmidt also got tagged. No, Lane Sanders. Wow. That is just shocking how the leaders did that. It wasn't someone in the back. And now this is a slicker racetrack. This is definitely a different track than they're used to. But I don't think I've ever seen that at this track. 40 drivers started the race. 2 were taken out before they were even scored across the start-finish line. DeAngelis got through. Wilkerson got through. We'll get the one to go this time by. But before we can even roll through the gears and into turn 1, the caution waves for the first time. Let's check down on pit road. Christian Delgado, there he sits. Lane Sanders, Austin Mitchell's involved. Gavin Austin, there was damage to that 22. He sits in. Osnar, there in the 77, got a piece of it. Kevin Champagne as well. Lots of right side damage. Frank DeAngelis. Palawoda got through, and we'll get the one to go this time by. But definitely an incident very few expected. So we'll try it again. We'll have 75 laps to go when we get back underway in our night in America. Fueling victories all year long. Off to a rough start here on this Monday night edition after the leaders come together before we can even roll down to turn 1. Jacob Wilkerson once again has won with this car track combo. He looks to do it once more. He's got James Thurston that will be to his right elbow as we get ready to go green. So it will be a single file restart because we haven't taken the single file restarts off from Indianapolis. How about that? Now overtimes are on. But the 2K iRating cap is on with now single file restarts. Let's get ready to go green. Truth to the 6. Kenyon to 7th. Let's try it again. Jacob Wilkerson leads them to the restart zone. This time it's a clean start. We're underway for Charlotte. Toyota for Toyota. The lone Chevrolet in the fast four. Thurston top side to turn 2. Couldn't find a way through. Sean Rowe right on the doorstep. Wilkerson will lead the first full lap under green, 3 wide. McConaughey bumps 1 wide. May have been Brower. No, it was Vanderlee. Struggling to hold on. See Spencer Burns. Now to the inside. Hot, slick racetrack. Hand over fist. Trying to keep it pointed in the right direction. Thurston at the bottom. Rowe with the limbo. Sticks the nose under the Ford, forces Thurston wide as it's a drag race off exit. And the good news is, with it being a hot, slick racetrack, you're going to see this entire groove widen out. Drivers will be hugging that inside paint all the way up to the outside wall. And a car track combo that this 43 has been oh so good at for oh so long. Up the standard with Thurston ripping down to the bottom. Lap 7. Lap 8 out of 80. Wilkerson got that one. Only thing is, if you're Sean Rowe, you say, okay, what lane do I choose? Top, bottom, and you're going to get dirty air dumped on your nose regardless. You just hope that these two lose enough speed off exit to where you can get a good run and maybe force a 3-wide move. We've seen it before. Drivers will try to tag to the bottom like Rowe did a couple laps ago, or sneak through the middle if they have daylight. 4 downstairs. Thurston led that one. Graves in 4th. Horley in 5th. Wilkerson on the outside, but stuck in a jam. Thurston clears the 2. Now what do you got to do? You got to focus on another Toyota. PBR, 2nd and 3rd. Prism, all the way out in front. .70 laps to go. That'll be this time by. The top 3 have shown to be the class of the field. Really shocked about Frank Horley here in the 22. Didn't expect him to be running up inside the top 5 this early. Well, he's shown his speed and he's holding on without a shadow of a doubt. Has Graves right in eye view. Hasn't been able to make the lunge at him just yet. Look farther in the pack and you start seeing the log jam. From River Page to maybe Spencer Burns, Matthew Brower. Watching Josh Kenyon now. Trying to navigate up through the groove. Inside, outside. He's in the armored Arnold Palmer, should we say, number 27. That Chevrolet has been wicked fast in times before, trying to keep that dialed in to 3 and 4. First in the edge by about 2 tenths. Page, one of the drivers that went through that turf on the initial start with the wreck. He has gotten himself up to the 7th position as the tires have come together. But for a driver like Burns, it's been a struggle off exit every single lap. He's battling a loose race car, but it feels like he's battling a loose race car everywhere since trying to qualify for the Indiana 500. Just couldn't get it done. Bomar sideways, Jordan Herring cuts it down into the turf. We'll lock it down off the racing surface. We stay green. Sean Rowe gets through Jacob Wilkerson as James Thurston leads. We're early, but you know how quickly time can go by. 68 laps to go from Charlotte, North Carolina. You're watching NR Night in America live on the IDK Player YouTube channel. I'm John Ramos. We'll take you the rest of the way. Once again, 4 races guaranteed here tonight. We see battles well throughout the field. Top 3 under half a second. Lane Graves from 4th, looking at Horley sitting in the 5th position. Graves is racing NR Night in America for quite some time now, but has yet to find that elusive win in the last couple of years. Rowe, a 10th and a half off that of James Thurston. Ford and Toyota, they've gotten at it multiple times before, but with a slick racetrack and just building looser and looser as the night goes on, it's going to be struggle from lap 1 to the checkered flag. What was a big surprise to me was how James Thurston was able to build such a big lead for what felt like he was just going to pull away. Rowe has got him on the hook and has been able to reel him in since. Mavic back in 12. Burns up to the outside. We're down to the 66. Mavic to the inside of Burns. Pulls alongside, wheel to wheel. Drive off exit. No. Slams in the door of him. How about Matthew Brower? Has yet to win a race in NR Night in America. He's always up inside the top 10. Was not able to make the last e-ticket event. What idea? Run up front, stay up front, and be in a position to be in the entry list come the NWP 400. And don't forget, there's a really good chance of having an e-ticket event this June. The Chicago Street Race is something that so many have been asking for as an e-ticket for what feels like 2 years now. When it debuted in 2022, it was an instant hit. It then came back around in 2023 as it was supposed to be an e-ticket, but once again, due to scheduling, it was taken off the margin. Now in 2024, the Chicago Street Race looks to be a thing and looks to be the 23rd e-ticket event. 62 laps to go from Charlotte. Rowe, Thurston, Graves, Max Steinmeier. Page up into the outside wall. Schmidt's been closing in. But how much do you push with everything going on? Horley in 5th. Graves in 4th. Sean Rowe hasn't been able to close into Thurston the way he's been able to in times past. Now 3/6 the difference separates the Ford and the Toyota. 61 laps to go in this 80-lap feature. We did have one caution, that on the initial start, with a couple drivers already out of the race. Lumsack, Schaefer, Mitchell, Sanders, Kevin Champagne, leaving Riker Byram, the last driver, on the lead lap. Or on the racing surface. He is slated now from what it looks like 8 laps down. Well, he wrecked hard. He got slammed in the door. He got slammed all over the place. After this, we head to Talladega. DeAngelis, McConaughey. Lined in, nose to tail. Paluota up and into the outside wall. 59 to go. Matt Grab up inside the top 15. It's just interesting how from Graves on back, they have really set a difference between down to the top 3. The only thing is Jacob Wilkerson is starting to fall in the clutches of Graves and Horley. Sean Rowe starting to drop back as well, but James Thurston's lap times have not been the fastest. Most recently, it has been now the drivers sitting fourth on back. So can Lane Graves, Frank Horley, and River Page close in and possibly strike gold in Charlotte? Here these guys have to shift so much in the next gen. Consistent. Just trying to get back to the gas, trying to make something work. .65 the difference, 57 laps to go. Wilkerson nearly a full second back. Here's Graves ready to strike. I would really say the top 5 are in a bubble now of their own. Originally I said that top 3. But with Horley just being a second and a half back, it's a big opportunity to make something work. So what's it going to be? Looking for a move. Horley back there in 5th. Steinmeier back there in 7th. Haven't seen Matt get to victory lane in quite some time. River Page there in 6th. Really closed on into an area where he likes to be. Thurston trying to pull out to a full second lead, but Wilkerson is right on the doorstep with a fellow Toyota. Row P2. Horley to the inside. Just don't see where Frank can make the advantage on that end of the speedway. Jumps up near the outside wall. Drive off exit. Not the best it could be, but definitely not the worst. Thurston leads, 54 to go. Justin Champagne, William Schmidt, 10th and 11th. Justin on the nose of Schmidt. Schmidt up the track. Carlos Truther dead center of it. Now that's supposed to be a paint scheme for the Camry of last year, not the Camry of today. Needs to get it upgraded or updated. We don't think that will be likely. I don't think he realized it was for the old Toyota nose and the old Toyota template. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 300 likes, we will see race number 5 tonight. Sean Rowe with one heck of a lead, half a second the difference. Wilkerson, P3. He's closed in to Thurston the last couple of laps. And lap for lap, you can see it almost at one point a couple laps ago, a full second back. Knocks it down to a 5.7, now a 4.2. You wonder how much he saved. You wonder how much worked out. There's Braden Mother back in 8th. Jacob Wilkerson up to 5th. Halfway through this race, and it's about to be a dogfight up front if Rowe can navigate through the lap machine. He does. Graves to the inside of the 77. Top 5 under a second and a half. I just don't see him getting the drive off. And Graves will be right there. The only problem is Frank Horley's right on the horse. Horley now in the 4th position, ready to strike. Jumps to the wayside. No runoff exit. Rowe still struggling with the lap traffic. That's Herring to the bottom in the 72. Made it work on that end of the speedway. So Rowe slots in second. Corley now looks for third under Graves. Corley gets through. Can he lock the door on the nose of the Chevy? He's got it. Corley to third. Sean Rowe's got to do a lot more than just getting stuck in the traffic. If Sean gets him maybe about a 4, maybe a 3, that rear end's starting to wiggle. But how hot and slick this racetrack is, the groove will widen out at some point. Matter of fact, it may already have, as Rowe jumps up about a lane and a half to run the middle of 1 and 2. Bomar coming out of the pits. Once again, was involved in an earlier incident. James Thurston has led a good portion of this race. You look at the laps led by Wilkerson, 6 to 34. Thurston does one better, 27 of 34. Truther, Graham, Lewis, and Kenyon, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Graves, P4. Surprised Braden Loving is stuck in that 7th position. Matter of fact, he's got Max Steinmeier and a couple lap machines breathing down the neck. Here's Jordan Herring. With that, a Gavin Austin. Herring around, slams the 22. Is it off the racing surface? It's not. Caution's going to wave. And that was full retaliation for something we definitely missed. Now, if you're coming in late and wondering why are we streaming on a Monday, pretty simple. Tuesday was forced to be moved because I'll be broadcasting more in person this week. Thursday I'll be at Hickory, just over the PA. And then I head all the way up to Michigan from North Carolina to head to Owasso to broadcast live on Racing America and Track TV. Absolute blast. And from there, Corrigan Oil, just about an hour to the east to make up the Memorial Day weekend of broadcasting. 3 big events. Let's go see what happened with Austin Herring. Parked on the outside, see Herring trying to turn him. Got the back end a couple times. Not sure what the context was on, but pit road will be wide open. James Thurston leads him down. Thurston, Rowe, you got Frank Horley in the mix as well. He's back there in third. Lane Graves, Braden Movick is into his stall. Davis Lewis is down and in as well. Money stop time for most of these guys. This should take them all the way unless we see another timely yellow. DeAngelis, Carlos Truther, staying out. I don't know if I like that idea. With how this racetrack is right now, you want to come in and definitely get tires. Thurston wins the race off pit road, but Graves will leapfrog in the provisional 2nd position. Depending on how all these drivers cycle on through, will depend on how we restart this race. Ladies and gentlemen, next time by, the one to go. Jordan Herring will be given an L2 penalty. While the rest of the field comes to pit road, let's get ready to go green. It's the one to go. So 42 laps to go, will be 41 when we go back racing. 2 cautions in the books. 2,000 iRating, that was the limit for this race. As we get ready to go back green. Time to roll. Thurston Graves lined up. Nose to tail will get the one to go this time by. Once again, single file restarts. They're now going to double them up 2 by 2. They were able to go into the system and fix it. Already 2 cautions on this race, approaching the halfway point. Just a couple laps away. The first half, pretty eventful, strategic. But the second half has newcomers up front, that of Mubik. Some of these guys that are leading early on, like Sean Rowe, have dropped back outside the top 5. Only time will tell how this restart goes and who has the clear advantage coming off turn 2. So let's do it. Let's go back green from Charlotte, USA. Page outside, Thurston advantage to 2. Graves under a hornet's nest, Wilkerson to the inside. Get the nose chopped off. Slicing through. Abraham Vila, no, you're not seeing double. It's in the same exact paint scheme of that of Jacob Wilkerson. It's 43 on 43, sitting 4th and 6th. Page sneaks through. Mubik gripping top. On the back end of them. Not enough to turn him sideways. Graves inside. Max Steinmeier up there in 10th. Rowe near the fence. Brower to the inside. Page to the outside wall. Oh, he almost got into it. Graves takes the 2nd spot. Page looks for a move to the bottom, can't make it work. Thurston is loving what he sees in the mirror, more fighting, more aggression. And the drivers are going toe-to-toe for the position that he's currently not in. Wilkerson the 5th, Mubik the 4th. The only thing that Ford's got to worry about is that 42, as she's now arriving on the scene. Trouble, spin, Spencer Burns. Inside wall and off the racing surface. Graves to the bottom, Page on the outside. And what is that 42 gonna do? Pulls this right to the back end. Fighting, clawing his way towards the rear there of Lane Graves. Page in second, 3-9 the difference. Woes down to the throttle. Drops it down a gear. That's the thing about this next gen, you're having to shift all the time. Mubik to the bottom, Wilkerson in the middle. No swipe to 3 and 4. It's all James Thurston out front with laps fading away. Graves having to deal with the 42. Row to the bottom. Champagne to the outside. Page has caught Thurston by about a car length and a half. That's the difference between both the Fords. Chevrolet on the scene. That's third and fourth. That's big. At one point, it looked to be just a Toyota frenzy. But as Toyota says goodnight from the fast four, and even maybe the top five if Wilkerson can't hold on. Nope, never mind. Swipes to the bottom. They do have a presence in the top five. It's Chevy and Ford that lead the way. Back to 3 and 4. Lots of shuffling. Lots of swing. You love what you see. You want more of it? Drop a like on the stream because 300 likes mean we get a race 5. 33 laps to go. Don't know if Page can just go up there and get it done. Gonna need a lot of help. Gonna need a lot of help from Jacob Wilkerson, maybe to make some moves. Blaine Graves. This aero package is so very aero dependent. You can't run in the same position, the same place as the driver in front of you. Mavic knows that very well. He's up to the 3rd spot. Mosteller, after being bumped from the Indiana 500, back on the racing surface, multiple laps down due to an incident. Page rip stop. Drive off exit. Gained nothing out of it, actually lost a couple tenths. He was way too wide on one end of the racetrack. The only thing is he's going to be able to crack a 3-1 in the center of 1 and 2. Wilkerson outside of Graves. 30 to go. Locks it in. Would like to hold that position with time fading away. Here's River Page, P2. He shifted pretty late. Near the wall, 20 the difference, down to a 19. Page, lane 2, Mavic, down near the blue line, has been able to close in on a lap-to-lap basis, a little bit quicker than the drivers in front of him. This is 6.5 after being a 7.5 a full 10th, just in a matter of a couple laps. And Braden Mavic strike gold in Concord, North Carolina. He's going to need Page to go wheel to wheel with Thurston if he's going to want any opportunity at it. Thurston has dominated well into the second half of this race. But Page is there and ready to strike. Ford on Ford for the race lead. Oh, Thurston, outside wall. Here comes Page to the bottom. Trying to put the 24 in a jam. Thurston throttles wide. Page, advantage, turn 1. Lap traffic spinning on the bottom, Spencer Burns. Watching on the nose of Braden Mavic. Page locks it in. Thurston is there. Looking back to the inside. Oh, loose off exit. Advantage 17. 26 to go. I think Page has got to worry about that middle lane. If that 17 gets the runoff exit, he's going to be forced to mirror drive. He's going to be forced to defend. Thurston has been in that second position already tonight and figured out how to leapfrog the race leader.
Page has the lead, but he's in jeopardy of losing it. Wilkerson and Graves. Wilkerson outside wall. 25 to go from Concord. Sticks on the board. Race on 2. 12 the difference. 10 the difference. One to the inside, couldn't get it. Peak to the outside, no advantage. 24 to go.
It's the best two-car battle that you're gonna see tonight, maybe.
But who's ready to arrive on the scene? It's the outlaw, Braden Movick. 4/10 back, closes the gap. Wilkerson is there, Graves is there, 6 drivers under a second. 23 to go.
Now this is racing, this is sim racing.
Greatness. Since the drop of the green flag, the uncertainty has been on an all-time high. But as it stands, it's Ford on Ford with coming to 22 to go. Chevy in the mix, make it 2 with Toyota's wheel to wheel for the 5th position. Rowan 7th, Horley in 8th. Fighting, clawing, another wheel-to-wheel battle. Page mirror drives, Thurston is there. Couldn't get him through 2. Runs wide through 3. Wanted the runoff exit, just couldn't get it on that end of the speedway. 9 back. Up to that second groove. He knows he can get the runoff exit if he can time it right. Advantage 17, daylight downstairs. Doesn't take it.
He had the advantage. He had the opportunity. Could have ran down there. Could have been back wheel to wheel. His fear is if he goes wheel to wheel and can't complete the pass, does it throw Movick into this mix?
Page blocking top. Thurston knows the tail. Creeps back, looking for the outside advantage. Ford has been quick in the second half. Toyota owned it early. Will it be Chevrolet that steals the victory late? They've got 2 in the wing as the Blue Ovals go back wheel to wheel. Page narrowly defends off exit. Thurston's loving that outside groove. It's working well for him. But Movick is there. He's still waiting in the wake. It's feeding time at the zoo, and he's ready to feast. 19 to go. 18 to go. Thurston to the outside. Gets it in 1. Slides on 2. Locks it in. Maybe not. No, he does. Page slots back the second. Here comes Movick to 3. $17 to go. Page inside. Oh, couldn't run a wide. Thurston, quarter inch off the wall, drove off it and pulls away. Movick the second, drives it in deep, slams on the brakes. It's gonna be Movick versus Thurston, the clash in Charlotte. 16 to go. And if the 42 can't get an advantage, what does Abraham Vila have, and can he make it work? Mavic top side, scrapes the outside wall. Thurston's thinking about it. He's got an opportunity to pull away. Top 3 dogfight for the win. Maybe top 4 dogfight for the win. Because here comes Vila back to the inside, poised to take the position away. I see the 42 used up way too much driving to the field. Not exactly sure just yet if it's James Thurston's night, because Vila is on a rocket. Pointed one place, the race lead. Look downstairs, couldn't get it done. Thurston's led the majority of this race. But will it be enough with the laps fading away? Top 3 under half a second. Top 5 under a full second. 13 to go. If you're just coming on in, we say hello, we say welcome. Rush hour from Charlotte. You want more of this great race in action? Drop a like on the stream, because 300 likes will give you a race 5 bonus. Page poised for victory. It's only a 2-caution race. But I'm telling you, I don't think a single soul watching back at home wants to see another. Page ripping top. Watch the nose on the outside. Couldn't get it. The lap's fading away. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. But can he stand on it? Blocks to the outside. Page to the bottom. Now both up near the outside wall. Here comes Vila. Vila to the bottom. 3-car breakaway. Mavic waiting in the wing. Page is there. Full 10th back. Daylight downstairs, wants to take it. He will. Vila will take it before him. Gets in the back end of the Ford. Both go wide. Vila to the inside. 3 wide for the race lead. Thurston in the wall. New race leader, it's Rubber Page. Ten to go. 9 laps to go from Charlotte. Unbelievable. Can Toyota steal one from Ford? Page up near the outside retaining wall. Ice skates down off exit. Vila's trying to side draft Thurston. He knows they can just leapfrog this one driver. He may have the advantage to go to victory lane. Goes wide through the center of 3 and 4. Was on the bottom, now on the outside. Thurston run through the turf. And you may ask, why do people watch NR Night in America? This is why. Thurston outside wall. Page got a piece of it as well. These 3 are driving absolutely terrible right now. But it's who can hold on to a car that's building loose and building without grip. Vila P2, 2.7 the difference. He locked it in on Thurston. He just needs to catch Page. Page is forced around the outside lane. His car is just shot. Toyota's on the scene, and looking to just give him the dagger. Seven to go. 6 to go. Page to the outside wall. Cuts across the track. Vila in the wing. Now he's going to run that outside lane. He knows the runoff exit is going to pay off, but with laps fading away, something has got to work in his favor. 5 to go. This is sim racing at its best. Page up top, Vila on the bottom. Wheel to wheel for the race lead. Touch once, maybe twice. And 24 knows he has to mirror drive. He has to keep the 43 at bay. Contact. Vila slides in the grass. Back across the racetrack. Does he save it? He does not. The caution will wave with 4 to go. We'll see overtime. Horley's involved. And the race for the win ends up being a wreck to turn 1. Unreal. That was all the 43. He went up the track and got into River Page. It's going to be a classic race to the finish. What a hit by Frank Horley. Now we sit, we wait, we get ready to evaluate what exactly just unfolded. You'll see it here first down the backstretch. Contact once, twice. Page trying to keep him at bay. All these drivers are going to have to pit if they want any shot at winning this race. Page has no more racing surface left. Vila just goes right up into him, and then the run down into the grass. He had it saved. Hand over fist. You don't know what he picked up on the rear tires. Remember, that is turf. And then bam, nowhere for Frank Horley to go. Could not judge the move on the 43. And the entire nose has just been ripped off that 22. Unreal. Watch it again. Bam. Just KO'd the back end. Once more. Frank Horley, without a doubt, will not win this race. Justin Champagne elects to stay out on this overtime attempt. I don't see how that's going to pay off for him. It'll be Page, Thurston, Movic as we get ready for a classic NR Night shootout. We don't usually get these as often as we used to. Most of the races run green to the end with just the sheer skill level jumping up. But this is the moment you've waited for, overtime. From Charlotte Motor Speedway. If you haven't already, tell your friends, because this is gonna be huge. Let's go green. After this race 2 car tomorrow action, they're at Talladega. We heard they updated the way the car drives. We're going to put it on full display. Let's get ready to ride. Movic, Thurston. Car tomorrow, Talladega. The cars they used to run back in 2011 and 2012. Time to go green, lights off on the top of the pace car as they roll 2 by 2 down the backstretch. Just 3 cautions in this race. One coming at the start, one just nearly smack dab in the middle, and right before the checker flag wave. We are now getting our first attempt at that overtime finish. Let's lock it in. Ford inside, Justin Champagne outside. That's Toyota. He elected to stay out. Those tires have got to be shot. But it's a risk he's willing to take with the laps fading away. 2 to go for North Carolina. Mavic top side looking 3. Wilkerson sideways, saves it off the nose. Brower around, back half of the field, let him race. River Page, new race leader. Thurston trying to dig. Salamanca, 1 to go from North Carolina. Can that 17 close the gap? 3 wide for second. Mavic up the gut, into James Thurston. 42 into the inside wall. The battle will be for second as victory is in the eyes of the 24. River Page races off turn 4 to win from Charlotte Motor Speedway. River Page gets it done as they wreck in the rear. Mosteller, Palawota, Jacob Wilkerson, Aidan McConaughey. That's how you start a night of racing. Led 18 of the 83 laps and finds victory lane on an overtime finish. He'll burn it down on the front stretch. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. River Page, he gets it done. What a ride. Let's get ready to talk to your race winner. And after this, we'll be heading to Talladega. That was awesome. Fantastic. Just past top of the hour. What a race. Page, this is John. You got a copy.
What's up, John?
What a race. And now you're going to hang out with the fans.
Yeah, man, that was a funky one. I don't know how you got the track set up, but hold on, what's up? They are playing the Yankees right now. He is?
They are playing the Yankees right now.
That's great news. Yeah, all right, love you. Bye-bye.
That was River Page's mom.
There you go. See, that's a terrible time. That's happened like 4 times. I spun on the start. I was backwards on the first start of the race, so I didn't know how much of a shot I had, and so I was just gonna,
We did change the track temperature up. We're doing that for most of the races. I'm trying to keep people on their toes.
I didn't think I had a shot really, so I was just gonna run the top and have some fun. I thought my tires would be burned, and I just kept gaining on Thurston. Oh, my monitor turned on. I was just gaining on Thurston, and then like lap 40, right before that caution came out, and I was still gaining on him. So I kind of figured out that it's just this combo is weird. Whatever the way the track's set up with the time of day, it's just like not like don't run the bottom. You would think the bottom's always good.
Charlotte Motor Speedway, where you can't run the bottom. That is insane.
I mean, it was interesting. Yeah. Mavic ran the bottom the whole last run. I thought he was going to have me and Thurston beat, and then he just fell off a cliff. My tires ended up like 10% better than his, and then that last caution come out, I don't know if that was my fault or Vila's, but we're fine, so it's whatever. I was a little annoyed because when I saw him spin, I knew I had it in the bag. Justin stayed out, and I thought we were gonna have like a mirror the last time we did this, where me and him were like in the infield grass for the win. But he just fell off, and he kind of gave it to me because they split him 3 wide, and everyone got side drafted. So yeah, it was fun. There's a lot of complaining going on with the way the tires are wearing, but
that means it was a great race.
It was just weird. Like, people weren't used to it. I mean, most of the fielders were on the bottom at the beginning, and I wasn't, and I was just catching the leaders, and I just kept getting faster, and so no one really picked up on that. And that second run, the bottom was quick, and then the tires just fell off, which is super weird. But I had fun.
Hey, I want to ask you
can't
this.
make me hate this track.
You had to have had fun, because I mean, it looked really cool from our standpoint.
Yeah, I was enjoying it.
So we'll say
We had a
this.
good racing, at least.
There was no overwhelming vote or talk in the chat that changed the car track combo for race 2, so we're sticking with it. But if you win this combo, there was already a lot of talk that people were going to overwhelmingly speak out to have race 3 change to Laguna Seca. What's your opinion on that?
I think that is not a good idea. I love Laguna Seca. I've been to Laguna Seca countless times in real life. It's one of my favorite tracks in the world, but I just don't think it's fun with stock cars, but I feel like turn 1 will be bad and no one knows how to drive it. And I love Watkins Glen. I think I've won 2 or 3 times with the
So let's say you win Talladega. Would you vote to keep it that way?
Yes, I would try and convince the people to stay with Watkins Glen. I don't know. I don't know why the viewers wouldn't want it anyways. It's
mostly drivers.
Every race, it's always a good race, in my opinion.
We're heading to Talladega with the car tomorrow. Now, you mentioned that this car drove differently. I'm changing the temperature up again for Talladega, keeping everybody on their toes. That's one of the big things, just trying to keep the talent level shifting all the time. From your standpoint, how tough has it been to just adjust now on the fly? Because even from qualifying from the Indiana 500, nobody knew what to truly expect.
Yeah, it was interesting. I like that it's getting switched up though, and the harder the better. I used to really like the next gen because it's easy to drive, but when you're in a hard car to drive and you're able to keep it steady, it's just so rewarding. So I like the track state. However you have it set up, it's like whatever rewards tire saving is the best in my opinion. So
we'll say this: we're keeping that 2K iRating, including for car tomorrow, but we're gonna open up to 60 drivers, so bump day will mean something. Keep that in mind. River Page, congratulations on the win. Do you want to say anything to anybody back at home? All the viewers watching?
Man. Just shout out. Well, there was this guy that was calling me his favorite driver in the chat one of these streams, but I can't remember who he is. I was gonna shout out someone, but I can't remember. Just shout out to Power Expansion Xfinity Speed Motorsports. They brought me a very fast Ford Mustang.
So I gotta actually ask.
Okay.
I gotta ask. Why do you guys do dual burnouts?
I don't know, man. It's just we're such a tightly knit team. We work real hard. We're in the shop all day working on our cars and testing all day and night for the big NR race. We always got Tuesday and Friday circled on our schedules. We put in a lot of working hours into making the fastest race cars possible, John. So we got to celebrate it together.
Really?
Yep. If one of us wins, it's a persistent win.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, congratulations on the win. That was a really cool race, honestly. But at least from our standpoint, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
It was amazing. So we look to continue to change it up. Talladega is only going to be 30 laps. So that's the big thing. 30 laps, car tomorrow. 43 will be racing. You have to qualify your way in. You don't know what the track temperature will be like until you get in there to test it for practice, which we do advance, so you'll have time to go out there for qualifying. Going to be a lot of fun. Good luck out there.
Thank you, buddy.
That's River Page, ladies and gentlemen. Goes to victory lane. First driver to get it done tonight. Want to say thank you to everybody that tuned on in. Man, what a race we had tonight. That was fantastic. I mean, really, really good. I'm so glad to have y'all with us as we get ready to go green once more. Loading on in Talladega. That will be round number 2. Once again, we're guaranteed 4 races tonight, maybe 5 if we do hit the 300 like threshold. We're close already, so do we hit it? You, the viewers, will get to vote on it. So keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind, if you want race 3 change as a viewer, You talk about the end of race number 2, if it's this mass introduction of overwhelming support for it, we may go out there and change it. We may go ahead and see how that goes. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting. I know a lot of drivers said they want more of an input on situations, so that is the case. We still have the Indiana 500 stuff up behind me because we hope that you guys go out there and go watch back on the Indiana 500. That was honestly one of the greatest e-ticket events we have ever broadcasted. Hands down. It's up there with USA 500. It's up there with Darrington. It's up there with Talladega, the most recent one we had. It's up there with the NWP from last year. It was a really, really solid e-ticket event. And honestly, arguably, it probably is the best. You can't ask for a photo finish any more cooler than that. And I know some were saying, oh, I don't know about that. Are you sure? 80 laps green. 80 laps green with 2 pit cycles. And that was the finish. This wasn't a 5-lap shootout that ended in a photo finish. It was a straight on race where you had to be smart, and the 2 smartest guys got it done. Come on. Come on. You can't tell me that it does not get any better than that. You got to be crazy if you think it gets any better than that. That was just insane behavior. 3 1,000ths of a second. We thought it was 4. They told us it was 4. iRacing reviewed it. It was 3. Awesome. Just amazing. So glad to have the support we had for that event. Let's do it. Let's head trackside for qualifying here for round number 2. Gavin Gomez back, the driver out of LSU, hanging out with us. Let's go talk to some drivers in here, what they've got to say. Muvik, gets to John. You got a copy.
What's up, John Player?
That was awesome, and I'm going to argue that. I know exactly what you're coming in for.
Charlotte Next-Gens.
You guys used to complain that it was bottom heavy and you couldn't pass, and you all woke up with a medium to top heavy track, and the one that adjusted went to victory lane. If you don't like those last 15 laps, can you call yourself a race fan? I will argue this live.
I think you can because
that was awesome.
I don't know. The next gen is a strange vehicle on iRacing. You know, like every oval car on the surface, the right side tires wear more than the left. That's just fundamental racing, you know, because more load goes on those right side tires. In iRacing, for some reason, on the next gen, the right front wears and the left rear wears.
No way.
Yeah, and in the next gen, or like in the next gen only, is the only oval car that goes more tight when braking compared to loose. Because usually you hear drivers in real life saying they got to brake to turn the car, you know. But on iRacing, you go straight when hitting the brakes. So it's such a fundamentally wrong race car. It's on the surface that it's just a lot of it's just random, you know. It's kind of like the jackass of oval car.
Oh, come on, keep it family friendly, Braden.
No, the movie.
Okay, you gotta pass it that one.
It's like you hear the tag like in the beginning of every movie that
yeah.
That's how I feel in a next gen iRacing race, you know.
Well, I will say this: we're back to a combo that is an original combo from way back. But they said their car races differently now. Apparently, it's more gripped up and it's actually slower, so the packs are going to be bigger. That's what I heard.
have no idea.
Yeah,
I've never tested this before,
so let's talk weather. I haven't
done one of these in years.
Let's talk weather. I'm changing the weather up for every race, and you're never going to know what it is. Same with the time. Crazy. You're never going to know what the time is, the weather. I like it. I think the viewers will like it. The drivers won't be able to stand it.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to say
they're trying to be like a real NASCAR now.
Hey, listen, you got to be on your toes. You got to be on your toes. It's going to be a lot of fun to see. Have you raced this since the refresh?
I haven't raced this since probably early. I haven't raced this since probably 2021, John.
That is, I have a YouTube short of you in the fence.
You're right. It was like middle of 2023.
Let's go see you on track. There you are, 217, 218.
It is way slower, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they definitely slowed it down because I think at
20.
one point we were, what, 240?
We were going 245.
Yeah, they definitely dropped the speed. So that's what I'm interested about. When I found out that it drives different, I'm like, we got to do this for an NR night. So it's going to be interesting with them dropping the speed. What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be more packed up, more flipping, you know.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, God. No, John, it's beautiful. There's nothing more beautiful than a race car doing a blowover, you know. It's like one of those old school just flat pancake the roof and then flip back over. Those are the best, you know. I love them.
Well, this is going to be very, very interesting indeed. I'm not seeing you lift at all. We have your telemetry. You're maybe blipping the throttle. Maybe.
No. Not even, no. I've been full throttle the whole time.
Yeah, you're going to be... You guys are going to be full throttle, I think, in this race. So we're going to have pack racing now.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be... I mean, as the iRacing... I feel like as the run goes on, it's going to turn into the iRacing special of just building tight. So that's to be about the only... That's about the only notes that I have from doing these, is that it definitely builds tight.
Right.
Because iRacing loves their tight setups. I want loose race cars. Loose race cars are more fun race car, you know? I know you agree, going to Miami all the time.
Yes.
Loose race cars are fun race cars.
They
High
are.
race cars are bad race cars.
They very much are. I agree with that. Well, they're getting ready to start this race. You're getting ready to start this race. You excited?
Indeed, I am. Honestly, kind of. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, so why not, you know?
Why not? Good luck.
Wait, hold on. Can I shout some people out first?
Go shout them out.
I want to shout out my biggest fans, Lobotomy Scam, Brad Yelich, Brian Post. They're my biggest fans, so they're always in the chat supporting. You know, they really love when the People's Champ wins races, so I gotta go outperform for them. You know how I do it for my fans. Everything I do is for my fans.
You call yourself the People's Champ.
I am, and judging by this chat, I certainly am. I am. No one talks. I'm the most talked about driver, you know. So they all love me. Just my biggest fans, you know. They're my biggest fans, and I gotta race well to make them proud, you know. I know that's why they're here. They're here to watch me, support me. So
Where are you starting?
Third.
You're starting third.
Yep.
We'll allow all 44 to race this one. I'm not going to go out there and bump Bryce.
Oh yeah, look at this. We got MLP in chat saying, "Let's go, Braden." You love to see it. This is what I'm here to do, you know. I'm here to make your dreams come true of these fans.
Well, hey, this is going to be a lot of fun. Honestly, this is a big check for an e-ticket, because if they actually made it a lot better, racing-wise,
wing on it.
we will. If they put a wing on it, it's the next e-ticket. Period. I don't care if we have to go to Chicago Street with a car tomorrow with a wing. It would happen right away. Because I love it. I love the wing.
The day we get the wing, I'm afraid we're not doing anything else with NR ever again.
It's going to happen. You know they're going to bring it back at some point.
Oh, look at one of my big fans, Zach TM4 in the chat. I think he's got to thank Eric W for his membership. I think he's got to thank him for that.
Heck yeah. We love Eric W here.
Yeah,
Big
we do.
Eric W
I really enjoy him as well.
Wes Edits dropping out a VIP pass. Zach Attack dropping out a VIP pass.
Now I gotta give an extra shout out to Zach Attack. He is probably my biggest fan in the chat. He is my biggest fan.
How about CJ? CJ saying, "Shout me out, Braden."
CJ Racing, you're my favorite. I love you.
Yeah.
The Lobotomy Scam, one of my biggest fans again in the chat. He's always really active when I'm up front, which I love to see it. Love to see my fans getting real active in the chat. One of my favorite things. That's why I love watching back on your streams.
You do. You love watching back on the streams and seeing the chat.
I do. I watch it every single stream. I go back and watch, especially in races that I'm doing well.
You're here. We're rolling off. We're getting the one to go this time by. Say those magical words.
All right. Godspeed, drivers.
Wow.
We are go for throttle up.
That was sweet. I think you got to do that again.
All right. Hold on. I gotta get in the right mode for this, John. I gotta get in the right mode for this. I gotta get in the right mindset here.
You have to hurry up because we're in 1 and 2. We got to go.
Speed drivers, we are go for throttle up.
Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, G.
That's Braden Lubbock, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go green from Talladega as we get ready to ride. Frank the Tank is on the front row in Talladega. But he's got to beat River Page, who already has a win tonight. That was at Charlotte. Mubbock, Mostella row 2. They said the car drives differently than what it was before. Does it make the racing any better? Let's find out as we get ready to go green. Now there's no roof flaps on this model, which means when you get sideways, you go for a heck of a ride. So will we see that tonight? Or will it be that hard-nosed racing you all know and love? 44 drivers try to tame the beast in Talladega as we get ready to go green. Pace car, the hard left onto pit road as the crowd rises to their feet. This track has the highest viewed e-ticket event ever. Make it the top 2. There's a reason people come to Dega. There's a reason people love Dega. So let's light the fuse and sing Sweet Home Alabama all night long. Watch the speeds. Back to 1 and 2. River Page. Braden Mubbock. Mubbock to the outside with a swing. Kendall on the bottom. Heilman in the middle. Mubbock top side. Leads lap 1. And they're just on edge every single corner. Sealed to the pavement to 1 and 2. As they're topping out at 225. Not what it used to be, about 240, 245. Kendall Leffert looking for a move. DeAngelis in the middle. Swipes the bow of River Page. DeAngelis downstairs. Leads at the line, gets one for Dodge. Mubbock up top. DeAngelis in front of Leffert. See him slicing and dicing. Look at River Page. Slams the door on Heilman. Runs to the middle. Braden Mubbock back in tow. Contact race leaders. 3 wide for the lead. Mubbock gets it at the line. Heilman up the track. Carter nearly in him. They're racing like it's 1 to go, but this is what you want to see on a Monday night. DeAngelis the second. Page up there in third. Almost ripped near the outside wall. Watching on William Schmidt. Schmidt in that 12th position, having to breathe out of the throttle. Mubbock led that one. Page top side now with Heilman. Oh, one outside wall. Carter slams it down. Everyone moves. Back to the inside. Vila, Morley, Herring. What racing we have in Dega. See, James Thurston got on the fence and drops back by a large margin, stuck 3 wide. Top 20 shown on the left side of your screen. And all this talk about DeAngelis, you know, is he still, you know, fit to drive? Can he get it done? These new next-gen drivers coming in our night in America. Here he is up front and giving it his all. He hasn't won since October of 2023. Maybe a spin back half of the field. Nope, just Justin Connor and company. They stay green up front. DeAngelis to the bottom to silence the haters. Dodge leads in Dega. 42 back to the outside. This is racing. Palawota, Mosteller, Vila and Carter. Kenyon, Page. Whoa, trouble. Carter outside wall. There goes Thurston into the inside wall. Caution's gonna wave. Multiple machines involved. Still wrecking to 3. Donaldson. Another one slides. Down off turn 4, and that's Bradley Carter. Oh, they're still wrecking. They still can't hold on to it. That's Drew Lebsack. Remember, Lebsack went around very early in the next-gen race at Charlotte. Took a couple laps, but you're on the edge of your seat all the way through. Wow. That got aggressive, and I mean quickly. Let's watch back. This is coming down off turn 2. You see Carter, he just nailed the wall. There's nowhere to go. Page went up there with him. And in the rear, you can see James Thurston just going for a massive slide. The right side gets up on the 69. Should we say the 96? And what saved him from going completely over was that inside retaining wall. It could have been a lot worse. Watch again. He should be okay to continue going because all of that forward momentum was stopped due to the car getting air from underneath. Watch how slowly he just lifts up and nails the wall. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and win, but he definitely can keep all 4 tires pointed in the right direction. Pit road, it's wide open. Let's go talk to Frank DeAngelis. Frank, it's a John. You got a copy?
Yo.
Wow, you are absolutely killing it out there. I'm loving it. I'm loving what I see.
It's been 7 laps. It's been relaxed.
It's been.
I gotta
be honest. Those 7 laps were a pretty hard nose. I mean, there's no riding around tonight.
No. This drive is more like the 87 car than the 87 car. It's packy, but when it's not packy, if that makes sense.
They changed it a lot, clearly.
A little bit, yeah. It doesn't have that depth spin that it does, where you just loop it for no reason. That's good.
Well, here you are. You're sitting in that second position. Thoughts on this race? Thoughts on this field? Still 2K iRating cap. Thoughts heading in?
There's a lot more time for me to get wrecked by probably one of those guys in this race, but I'm having fun. We're swapping spots. We're passing each other. Minimal pinching, which is good. I respect it. On like the last race where like people were fighting for their lives for 19th, which I didn't really understand. I don't know. It's gonna be a solid race if everyone keeps his racecraft up.
Should be very interesting. Here's an update from Adam Stern. Announcements on charter sales involving Sohas Racing could come within weeks of now. Opinions on that?
No comment. I know a lot more than the average NASCAR person.
I think a lot know a lot more than possibly the average NASCAR fan that's in the whole industry loop. But hey, it's going to be interesting to see what you can do here. You are a Dodge, you got a lot of Chevys, Toyotas. When was the last time you won that you crossed the line first? It has to be over a year. Way over a year.
Probably before we started watching From.
It was definitely before. Well, I mean, like, what do you mean?
No, before when me and Michael and Doug, before we discovered From.
So From's the reason why you can't win.
I don't know if it's From or the hazard.
You need to go up to that lighthouse and have someone push you off.
I gotta go to the lighthouse
to win. That's what it's gonna come down to. Or you just win here. I think winning at Talladega would break the curse. If you watch From, you know what we're talking about. I'm not telling Frank to actually jump out of a lighthouse. But if you watch From, you know exactly what we're talking about.
It's really bad.
So
if you know, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you commentate all the time. I don't know if most of the diehard viewers remember, but whenever there's a plate race, I'm always leading or in the second or third on the white, and I always get wrecked. So hopefully, I'm like 8th on the white and I win the race.
do we get a race 5 tonight? We got hit 300 likes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely going to be a race 5. I don't know what that race 5 would be.
And what do you think of Monday streams?
Now that it's during the summer, there's not really much school to worry about. There's no football. I think Monday nights would be a very viable option.
Going to be a lot of fun to see. You're on the outside of row number 1. A win would be exciting. Good luck. That's Frank DeAngelis, ladies and gentlemen. Crispin Waugh as we get ready to go green flag racing. Let's lock it in. 20 laps to go from the Talladega, should we say. Levi Heilman on the outside, Frank DeAngelis. No, Heilman on the bottom, DeAngelis on the outside lane. Braden Muddick and others line up 2 by 2. Christian Kendall. And he gets something done. Let's go green. Gudger, Trevino, Mosteller. Most has not had the night he's wanted so far. I'd like to get that turned around in the meantime. As we get ready to ride. 2 by 2 through the restart zone. Chevy versus Dodge. 20 to go from Talladega. Whoa, Frank DeAngelis, outside wall. Wrecks the 29, the caution's gonna wave. What just happened? Just took out Levi Heilman. And just when we had the interview with him, that strikes. Watch again. Are you kidding me? Crossed him over. He went up, hit him, and that was it. Just took him out. He said he was worried about others taking him out. He just took out so many in this race. What seems like, for a very some odd reason, let's go talk to him again. Wow. Frank DeAngelis, it's the John. What was that?
He's done. He's done. He better not be in the next one. He better not be in the next one.
Okay, well, walk me through it.
Through an awful block, and the car got jiggy going into the corner and overcorrected into him. Awful block. Awful maneuver. I don't know. I don't even know who he is. Of course, it's a random.
Well, we're watching it again.
He's on the next one.
So he jumps to the outside. You go back to the bottom. We're watching this live.
Yeah, you better not race the next one, buddy.
Oh, well, that's over the live chat. We're seeing there was no contact. There was net code, maybe. And Muvik is saying it did the thing. I don't know what the thing is. But you two went up and
yeah, you're done, you non. You non.
We're going to go ahead and get Frank D'Angelo's out of this chat. He's still not very happy with the circumstances. And he's still going at it there with the 78. Unbelievable. So drama unfolds from Talladega with 18 laps to go. As D'Angelo's has it now parked to the inside of turn 1. This is him going back around. He was looking for him. No, that was just to the 78. I don't know who that was for, but I'm going to take a wild guess that Frank D'Angelo's will be out of this race. That was Sapalawoda. That's a very happy with him. Well, drama unfolding from Talladega. For the ones just tuning on in, we say hello, we say welcome. And with 18 laps to go, we'll be surefire ready for the restart. Pit road is open. Drivers are coming in getting service. So we'll get ready to try it again. Let's see if we can go dial up some guys before we get back going. Let's hear from William Schmidt. Schmidt, it's the John. You got a copy?
Hello, I do.
Well, what happened in your windshield from what you saw in your vantage point?
I don't know. I only saw the start of it. They were in the wall, and I thought they were going to stay up high. And then they went down low, so I aimed for the grass, and I net-coded through the wreck. I did not see what started it, but I did see what happened after.
Wow. Okay, talk about this car. Definitely is driving a little bit different than what it was. Do you like the change? Do you not like the change?
Honestly, I haven't really noticed the change. I don't drive this thing enough to really notice it, but I've heard this thing goes a little bit slower. Like I said, I don't drive this thing enough to know, but I'll take their word for it.
Slow is still quick. Now, what we mean by slow is maybe 5 miles per hour off from still being 225. For the ones wondering back at home. Options at winning? You think you got a shot?
I'm pretty sure the last time we did this, I ended up winning. That was back in like December, I think. It was in the Robbie Gordon car, so it's definitely a realistic chance.
Well, hey, it's gonna be a lot of fun to see. You're gonna have 16 laps to get it done. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
That's William Schmidt, ladies and gentlemen. So let's try this again. As drama has definitely been a talking point in this race. Don't think it's going to completely overshadow the great racing we have already seen. We just get back to the gears. We look to be good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to go green. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Chevy, Toyota row 1, Chevy, Toyota row 2, Chevrolet lockout back in row 3. Vila, Reyna. Vila had a late charge at Charlotte. Looking to be on the right side in Talladega. Pace car will make the hard left on the pit road as we get ready to go back green. The shadows getting long as the sun sets from central Alabama. Let's get ready to ride. Kendall on the outside, Mubik on the bottom, Reyna, Vila, Pena, Carter, fast 6, 16 to go from Talladega.
Vila inside the 42. Reina right with them. These guys separating out, just trying to get the laps under the belt. The Avalanche 22, Gavin Austin. All lined in, Vila back to the outside, swipes the nose of Reina. $15 to go. Timovic on the outside. Tracking 1 and 2. Christian Kendall right with him. Looking, wondering. 3 wide. Kenyon to move to the middle. Carlos Truther. Frank Horley back half of the field. 14 to go in Dega. Gotta make something work. Vila on the inside, Reina right with him. Movic on the outside, there with Kenyon. Vila's gonna be hogging every single lane imaginable. Does not want to give another driver an advantage. High speed corner. Race off exit. Vila to swipe on the 42. Hear them have to get out of the gas right to the center of the corner. Just that blip of the throttle when you're in the draft. But it's smooth sailing off exit, riding on with Josh Kenyon. Reina 3 wide. Kenyon in the wall. Carter in the wall. Do they save it? They do, but it's a big hit to the 27. Something similar like that happened way deep in the field. That separated this pack out. Here comes Austin to the outside. Vila up the track. Herring looking for an edge. Reina at the bottom. Pena goes with him. Austin tagged. There he goes. The nose of the 42 gets slammed in. Do they save it? They do. We stay green again. Oh, but look at the damage on that of Braden Movic. Multiple drivers down pit road. Moss Stellar P2. And I mean, they have pulled away from Jaden Reina. Should we say the top two? Pulled away from Abraham Vila, Sean Pena, James Thurston. Can they creep back in and tighten this race up? Thurston P6. Moss Stellar P2. Run to 1. That was a lot of damage, but these top 2 guys have been able to just put themselves in position. Compared to everyone else, Vila, Jordan Herring. Christian Kendall back in 9th. McConaughey, Delgado, Braden Movic. Look at the damage on the 42. The gap is closing as the race comes to a close. 9 to go. Vila's there. Herring is there. Jordan Herring has never won a race in NR9 in America. Thurston trying to reach redemption from Charlotte. Winds up 6. Mosteller peek to the outside. Gives too much room on the bottom. Allow Vila to close in. Lap machine, River Page. Yields to the bottom. 8 to go. Rain off exit. Car length advantage. Maybe a car length and a half. Mother just got out of pit road, had to make the adjustment. Gavin Austin back to 15th. James Thurston there in 6th. 7 to go from Talladega. Gonna get him on the bottom. Here comes Vila around the outside. Does it work? Not that time into 1. Trouble. Spin. Marcus Vanderlee up and into the air. Caution's gonna wave. And that's the second time he has flipped in a car tomorrow in that paint scheme down the backstretch. We will see a restart. Jaden Reyna, Mosteller, shootout from Dega. Now we knew a flip was on the way, we just didn't know when. And what a ride for that. Vanderlee, let's watch again. This is mainly towards the back half. And this is 21st. And they're really, really spread out. Oh, he got on the wall all on his own. Lifts up the rear end and bam! Bottom first into that safer barrier, cuts across the track. And we'll see a restart. Let's watch once more. Car just gets light. All that loudness came to a quick silence. Watch it again. Boom. Another late race. Restart. We'll be restarting with maybe what looks to be 5 laps to go. Now some of these guys are going to get their laps back, which will be very interesting to see. But it's going to be a wild run to the finish. Nar is shown the race leader. Abraham Vila wins the race off pit road, but that 17, if I'm not mistaken, went around to get his laps back. As we will get ready to try it once more. Ladies and gentlemen, next time by, the one to go. Osnar. Drop on back. Some going around to get their laps back. As we get ready to go green. Vila. And others, let's go green. Let's get ready to roll. Haas will come to pit road. Vila, Reina, they'll line up as the race leaders. Final 3 laps from Talladega when we go green. The lights will come off as we get ready to roll. Chevy, Toyota, Ford, and Dodge. Big time restart. Toyota, Ford, row 3. Can Schmidt or Thurston make something work this late? Only time will tell. The one to go. Time to go green. Vila, Reina, Mosteller, Thurston, lined up 2 by 2, all the way to the back half of the field. Just 3 laps to decide the winner in Talladega. Does Reina go back to victory lane with Toyota? Does Vila grab one with Chevrolet? Let's find out. Race to 1. Reina, Thurston, wheel to wheel. At one point, that 96 got airborne on the right side. They completely fixed it. Has Schmidt in tow. Mosteller with Reina on the bottom of Vila. Fan out the 3. Over 225 miles per hour. Wrecking big towards the back half, River Page. Up and over, and we'll see overtime. Overtime from Talladega. Let's go see what happened. He jumped the start. Like, big time. Outside, I don't think Delgado was too happy about it. Oh, net code. Turns him sideways and upside down. Josh Kenyon. Absolutely nowhere to go. Let's listen back. No result of his own. Someone went to go avoid it and stuck him out. River Page with a wild, wild ride. You see him coming back down pit road. Let's see his view. So we'll have another attempt at it. This will be an overtime attempt now. So we'll get the one to go this time by Chevy, Toyota. That's row number 1. Chevy on Chevy. That's row number 2. As we get a 2-lap dash to victory lane. Mosteller has not been to victory lane in well over a week. Got bumped out of the Indiana 500. Helped off track the event. Would like to see victory lane once more. Lined up in that 3rd position. Vila, Reyna, Mosteller, Thurston. Austin Lepsack, back half of the field. The final dash to the checkered flag. After this, ladies and gentlemen, we go road course racing, but where? Laguna Seca? Or are we going green from Watkins Glen? Time to go green. Vila, Reyna, Mosteller, Thurston. Schmidt, Trevino, Kendall, Movick. That the top 8. Three to go. Brings overtime from Talladega, the 2-lap dash to the checkered flag. Reyna slots in line. Thurston outside of Mose, have to get connected. They're going to have to start tandeming with each other. It's clear as day. Reyna's going to work with that one till the tri-oval. Mosteller outside. Thurston doesn't go with them. Vila leads to 3. He's got to make something work. There's no way Jaden Reyna jumps out of line until that last moment. The drivers sitting 3rd and 4th have to make a move. They have to make a move if they want to win this race. Salamanca, 1 to go from Talladega. Mose looking for a peek. Thurston jumped to the outside, no go. Schmidt, Movick, gallop together. Last dash. 3 and 4. Vila on the bottom, Thurston on the outside. He's got to get the run off 4 if he wants to win this race. Wrecking big time, back half of the field. This is it, spin, flip, goes to 96, goes to 1, checkered flag, Zachary Trevino, first career win at Talladega. As the field explodes behind him, I cannot believe it. Zachary Trevino, first ever win. Wow. I cannot believe that just happened. What a wreck coming to the checkers. Unreal. Movick nearly stolen at the end. Was involved in an incident. And Trevino will burn it down. Enter Night in America, feeling victories all year long. It's been a while since we've had a first-time winner. What am I saying? Akabuizi put an e-ticket in his first ever win. That's incredible. That is just unbelievable. This is where he was on the last lap. Watch this finish. I mean, dead sideways to the middle of 3 and 4. You see Vila has it sealed at the bottom. Doing everything he can just to keep it pointed in the right direction. Rack in the back. Rain into the bottom. Vila, not clear. Takes off. James Thurston involved in it as well. William Schmidt. And just here comes the 51 to steal the win in Dega. Watch the final lap. From that on the 42. Oh no, we gotta go a little farther back. Watch this. Zachary Trevino, first time winner. Give us a moment watching back from a POV.
I did not expect to get that win at all, to be real with you. I saw them wrecking. I saw them get turned, honestly. I've been there a lot of times, and I thought I was going to get wiped out, but I just went low, stuck with it, kept the foot in it, and got it done.
That is insane. Did you think you had a shot?
Well, once I got in the top 10, I was like, hey, I'm here. I'll try for it. And I didn't think I had a shot, but I mean, I got it, so it is what it is. I got it.
Watching now on Lane Sanders' POV. Wow. Lane just floored it. That is awesome.
Yep.
Watching from Mosteller. Walk me through this race.
Yeah, I started in P17. I was just trying to survive the whole race, honestly, knowing CLTs at Dega, so. And then I just went from there, just carried on through the race, and ended up the victory win.
I cannot believe it. I'm having to watch back on every single POV. This was awesome. Man. And just got tagged at the end. That is just unbelievable stuff from what we saw. And this race is electric, let's be honest. It was a really, really good race. From your standpoint, what were some of the challenges? Did you race this old model, or should we say the old car before the update?
No, not really. Like, this is like maybe my 5th time racing CLTs.
And it comes with your first NR Night in America win. How about it?
Yep. I was fucking screaming when I crossed the line. That was crazy.
I can't believe it. I just cannot believe that's how it went. I mean, you were what, 12th at one point, I think, on the restart, maybe?
Yeah. Yep, I was.
Insane. And you got through. So when that wreck happened, what was your initial goal?
Try to get through it and see what I can do. Keep my foot on the floor.
Wow. Well, you didn't lift, and it got you victory lane. Do you want to say anything to any of these heroes back at home?
Y'all definitely just saw an exciting finish, and yeah, that was a pretty decent race from what I saw, but
I'm not seeing any changes. Some are saying Laguna Sega, but it's not overwhelmingly Laguna Sega. As a driver, where would you want to go for race 3?
I'm honestly not sure, but I say Xfinity at Watkins Glen as it is just good.
So you think we should keep it?
But yeah,
Because we would do 20 laps. It'd be a 20-lap race.
yeah, I think Xfinity at Watkins Glen would be good.
That is awesome. Well, now that we know that you wouldn't change to begin with, we're going to stick with it all the way through. Do you like road course racing?
Yes, I love road course racing.
That's amazing. Do you think you can go back to back?
Probably not, but we'll see.
I wouldn't doubt yourself. I mean, you never know.
Yep, never know, but we'll see.
Going to be a lot of fun to see. Congratulations on the win.
Yep, thank you, John.
Zachary Trevino, first career win at Talladega. Let's go back to our studios in Nashville, Tennessee, after a wild, wild way to end this one. I cannot believe what we just saw. That was insane from start to finish. Wow. That is just absolutely wild. Absolute amazing run back to the finish. Nonetheless, we're heading to Watkins Glen. What did you guys think of it? I'm going to be reading the live chat. We're now seeing stuff for Laguna, but he wouldn't change it anyways. So even if the vote went to the winner, Watkins Glen would still be his vote at the end of the day. The iRating cap is coming off for the ones that are wondering. So we will not have the iRating cap on at all. Heading now to race number 3 of the night. Excited to see how this one goes. We know this will be an interesting one. 20 laps. The Xfinity Series Stock Car always puts on a great show in NR Night in America. We're going to be talking to some drivers that were involved in the craziness coming to the flag, but for us, it was just an insane run. It was an insane battle all the way back. So glad to have you all with us. So thankful to have you all with us. The session is up. Passwords IDK. Any driver you guys would want to talk to, maybe ask some questions towards. Let's go talk to Armstrong. Joe, it's the John. You got a copy?
I do. What's up?
Did you see that? I don't think he saw the Talladega finish.
Yeah. Can't say I did. I mean,
We
I
will have
didn't.
bump day.
I was watching, but I wasn't really watching. You know, like I saw some people flip, and I saw Vila. I didn't know who was who because you didn't have the ticker up. So when I
Well,
tuned
because
in
we're
with
coming to the
2
checkered
laps,
flag.
when I tuned in with 2 laps to go, I didn't know who was
Pretty
who
sure I
because
said
I
on
was
the
watching.
broadcast. I said Vila 1.
Oh, yeah, I
Lane
had
18.
it on. I had it on mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
You know what Drake said. Well, you're not a 10, but he said he said she's a 10 trying to rap. It's good.
You said I'm not a 10?
You're not though. But I know somebody who is.
Who?
I'm not gonna say it though.
No. You gotta chill out.
Okay. How you doing? How's race 1
I
and 2?
think you should come out to Hickory.
No, I'm good. Thank you though.
You don't wanna hang out at Hickory? And NR drivers racing Hickory.
Yeah. Cool. Congrats.
2 NR
Good on
drivers
them.
are racing Hickory.
Props to them. I hope they do well.
Nathan
Well,
Lyons and Josh Berry.
Okay. Well, I hope they do well.
You guys
I
can
will
meet
not be there,
Joseph
though.
Armstrong at the Coca-Cola 600.
I will be there. Well, it's not confirmed, but we're getting closer and closer to like confirming it. So
Okay.
if you're at the Coke 600, pop out. I don't know what I'm wearing, but I'll stand out amongst the crowd for
Joe
sure.
has really nice hair. I think I got nicer hair than him, but
Yeah, I doubt it. I have the best hair on iRacing. And I'm the
Really?
best basketball player on iRacing.
I don't know about that one.
I am.
I think Malik
And
Ray's got you.
Malik Ray wishes he was as good at basketball as I am.
Well,
We're gonna play. Well, we're supposed to play. I don't know. He hasn't responded, and so I put it out there, but I think he's ducking. So
oh my goodness.
yeah, he don't want it for real. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to smoke with me either.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, you were a coach at one point.
I was a coach high school basketball at my local YMCA. Not state championship. I wish.
District.
Won the league championship with a bunch of middle schoolers playing up.
Really?
Got them right. Bunch of 8th graders.
I like that. Coach Joe. We remember that.
Coach
That's
Joe.
your new nickname,
Yeah.
Coach Joe.
For sure.
Well, hey, we're going to let you go. Are you racing Watkins Glen?
Oh, I'm in the freaking. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am.
It's
I'm
6 days, so we'll have bump day.
I know. I don't have enough practice. You shouldn't advance it. You should let us, like, actually practice.
We'll see. I mean, I'm always changing the track temperature.
Yeah, I don't think that's really why people need practice. Track temp. I just think there's guys that aren't good at road courses. I don't need to, like. What the hell?
Oh, that's the next person I'm interviewing after you. This is supposed to be a seamless transition.
Oh, we got Nathan Lyons in. Well, he's not in the YouTube chat, but he is said in a private chat at Joe Armstrong at James.
Okay.
He said, shoot me an invite to the basketball court. I'm gonna cook you. That's what he said.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think he obviously was not listening to the stream, so he didn't hear that I am a coach and I give everybody the business. I don't discriminate.
All right. Well, hey, I'd love to see what you can do here at Watkins Glen. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Alexander Balderas, I don't think you expected an interview, did you?
No, I didn't, John. I did not.
Are you racing Watkins Glen?
Yes, I am.
Really?
I do, yeah, I am. I discovered a lot. The last time we came here, I was running 5th, and then I ran out of gas.
Well, that is going to be exciting to see for us to see what you can do. I'll make a deal with you. You ready for a deal?
What's this deal?
So,
I am ready for a deal.
If you win Watkins Glen, you will get a spot in the duels in the NWP 400.
So what if I make the podium? Because like Ethan Stanley's
no, it's
in
winner.
here.
It's winner all, winner nothing.
Yeah, but I'm not winning against Ethan Stanley. That's
with
like
that
me
attitude,
going
you're not
against
going to win.
political-
With that attitude, you're not winning anything.
Well, okay. Even if I think I'm gonna win,
It's not about
Ethan
thinking.
Stanley's
It's
gonna
about
win.
knowing.
Alright, so I'm manifesting my win.
I think you can win.
You think I can win?
Yeah.
I mean, if I believe hard enough, then maybe, just maybe.
It's not about believing. It's about passion. It's about drive. It's about power.
Alright, so.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? We're gonna.
I think you've got a shot. You just gotta like.
I gotta put it.
You gotta lock in. That's what's gonna
Well,
come down to.
if I get a solid race, no Cooper Nash incidents, no Lane Sanders incidents back here, I think I should be okay if I don't, majorly do an Balderas move. I think I'll be.
Was I the one that said that? Balderas?
Yes, you did coin the term Balderas about 2.5 years ago. You coined the term Balderas. I can't remember what race it was from, but it was one of the times when people were not very happy with that. Do you remember that?
You probably did something really bad.
Well, it's on the list of things that I've done horribly wrong. I couldn't tell you what it is. But,
I'm just saying, you win this one, you get your shot.
Look, I'll be trying. I'll be throwing everything out there on the racetrack. I'll tell you that much. But I don't know. It's going to be a tough battle, uphill battle for sure. But we'll see what we can get done here from the hills of Watkins Glen up in upstate New York. So we'll see.
Going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, do you
I do
consider
got a
yourself a
question.
top 5 driver here?
I mean, top 10. I don't think of myself as horrible anymore. My racecraft I think has gotten better. I would just stop making stupid mistakes. I think I'm not as bad as a driver as I once was. But I think I could be at on an oval. I think I could be a lot better than what I used to be. On the road course is going to be more of a toss-up, but definitely more so on an oval. I think I'll be in higher chances to win than I was. But I do have a question for you. Did the chat ever give me a nickname? Because, River's the Purple Rocket, Jim's the Intimidator, and there's Big Fish and Swap Car.
No, you've just been known for wrecking the field a lot.
No, well, at least I'm known for something. I'll give it that. I'm a chat staple.
Well, I'm going to let you go here. We got someone else to talk to. Good luck.
All right, thank you, John.
That is Alexander Balderas. Champ, it's a John. You got a copy. Spencer Burns is the John. You got a copy. No, nothing from Spencer. How about that one? We should go ahead and probably drag him back. Let's talk to Ethan Stan. We know Stan is here. Stan, it's the John. You got a copy.
Yo, what's up?
How's it going? Welcome back.
Going all right?
Well, hey, I knew when you saw road course on the schedule that you were going to be here. Did you hear the good news?
No.
It looks likely we got our first road course seat ticket coming. First ever. Do you know where it's going to be? Chicago Street Course, where you are infamously known for all the wildness. Talk to me about that track.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fun street course. I don't know if the racing's the best there, but you got enough good guys that it's always a good race.
Well, it's going to be very exciting to see how you navigate this and to see if you'll possibly race into that one. What's been going on with your life? Let us know what's new.
Mostly just been like focusing on work and just, doing other stuff in iRacing. Still around, just usually not available.
Well, I want to say this. We're excited to see what you can do here. Maybe go back to victory lane.
That's the goal. I mean, like, gotta put some
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to see. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
That's Ethan Stanley, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try to go driver to driver and hear what everybody has to say, has to offer before we go green. We talked to a couple of these other guys. No, I don't think we talked to Christian Delgado. No, you know who we definitely haven't talked to? We haven't talked to Gavin Gomez. This is a name that you haven't known about for a long time. Gavin, it's a John. You got a copy.
Yo.
How's LSU, my man?
It's fun. It's fun.
All right, listen, you've been a part of NR technically since the beginning, right? Right when it came out. You're more of a summer driver. Obviously, you're in school. You're away for school. You're not a Louisiana native. You're obviously from Texas. How much has changed from your eyes since you first started this?
Well, I used to run top 5, and now I run 35th, so comp's obviously a lot better. Other than that, it's like, obviously like different style tracks now, branching out more. Love to see the direction that it's going and stuff. So, yeah, that's probably like the biggest change.
How do you love LSU? What's your favorite thing about it?
Let's see. Probably, meeting a bunch of new people, going on sporting events and stuff. Probably new people.
You clearly have been to the games. What's your favorite game you went to this year?
We went to play Kentucky basketball, and we stormed the court after, so that was probably
you're on the court?
Yeah.
No way. What about football, though?
On Instagram. Football? Probably the Arkansas game. We won on like a last-second field goal, so that was dope.
Heck yeah. Well, listen, it's going to be a lot of fun to see what you can do from here on out over the summer. Love the fact that you're over there at LSU having fun. Good luck from here on out.
Yes, sir.
That is Gavin Gomez, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to hear from him as we get ready to rock and roll NR Night in America. Feeling victories all year long. Just one more time. 20 laps. That is the scheduled distance as we get ready to ride. It's going to be loud. It's going to be proud. This is Watkins Glen. This is what you've all waited for. This is what you all asked for. Let's get ready to go green. Ethan Stanley will lead you to the green flag as we get ready to roll with 43 drivers deep. Moss Stellar second, Joseph Armstrong third, James Thurston, you see him on the outside there, will be in the fourth position as we get ready to roll. Time to lock it out. Stanley, Mose, and others line up as we get ready to go green. Let's say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Let's get ready to ride. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long, and excited to have you all with us as we get ready to go green. Two by two, Chevrolet on Chevrolet, that's row one. Get a Ford and a Toyota, that's row number two.
primed up and loaded as we get ready to sound it off just one more time. Place your bets if you haven't already on who will go to victory lane. We asked you if you like the schedule. 78% said, oh yeah. Loving what they see. Love what we see down in the live chat below. So many of you hanging out with us on this beautiful night. Let's get round 3 underway as we get ready to roll. .43 drivers enter. 43 drivers race. From the back half of the field to the front. Let's get ready to go green. Can Ethan Stanley, the road course ringer, shut him down, or will be able to Mosteller it his way through? Demos on the outside, trying to find a win from the Finger Lakes region of the United States. Upstate New York says hello as we light the fuse from Watkins Glen. Four wide to one. Thurston top end. Goes for a whirl. Mosteller leads to the S's. Joe back into the 0-0. Stanley the race to the backstretch. Trouble. Big wreck back straight away. And I mean, it is huge. 6, 7, maybe 10 machines involved. Caution waves lap 1. Gavin Austin, William Schmidt, Matt Grab, Alexander Balderas. Damage on Delgado. Balderas going back around. I don't think he's too happy with someone. Thought for a moment it was Clark Nance. I think his idea is just to bring him to pit road. More damage, that's on McCrane. What happened? How did it happen? How did it happen? Let's see. I mean, there are wrecking loose into the S's. Balderas went around. Alex Delgado, a separate incident. Burton grab, and they just kept piling in. Let's watch the restart from Gavin Austin's POV. Unbelievable. Watch what the 1 does here. Does not live for it. Gavin Austin's day just went up in smoke. Let's get ready to watch the restart. But before we do that, I think pit road will be wide open. Let's go talk to Austin. Gavin, it's John. You got a copy?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Well, walk me through that entire sequence.
Yeah, it was a lot. So, throttle got loose entering turn 2. just went bad after that. That's all I gotta say. It sucks lap 1. I don't know. I hurt my hand actually. My force feedback on my wheel just yanked my hand and my fingers. That's
Really?
nice. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
No, I'm good. It's just whipped it on my hands.
Well, we're gonna get ready for a restart. Is there any opportunity to head back out there?
No, it's killed. Engine's gone. It's over. So we're on to the next race.
Very unfortunate indeed. Hope to see you in victory lane at some point. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
That's Gavin Austin, ladies and gentlemen, was involved in that incident. We'll get the one to go this time by as they'll line up back 2x2. Mosteller, Ethan Stanley will get ready to try this all once more as we get ready to go green. The lineup 2x2, Most to the outside, Stanley down on the bottom. Lights out on the top of the pace car. As we get ready to go back under green flag conditions. Yahir Rodriguez, Aiden McConaughey, Max Steinmeier, Austin Duran, Jeff Perchatsky. Get ready to race back off in the twists and turns of upstate New York. Is it going to be a bow tie battle, or can Toyota or Ford find their way into the sequence? Lock up turn 1 for the 87. Joe sneaks through the lead. Armstrong keeps it locked, exiting the S's. Thurston, Schaefer, McConaughey, Austin Duran slice their way through. Hugging the carousel. Stanley outside. Brace, turn 6. Joke is in the lane. Crossover. Shoot to 7. Oh, squeezes him down. Textbook move by the driver in the Toyota. Drag race to the line. Armstrong leads this one. Mose is there, runs wide after the bull rush to 1. Thurston in 5th. Doran in 6th. Schaefer inside, Adam Mosteller. Stanley P2. The thing is, can Stan muster something together? I mean, he was faster in the carousel than that of Armstrong just the last couple of times by. Mose has company. Schaefer on the bottom. McConaughey in 7th. Doran in 6th. Stan's closed the gap. 3/10 the difference for the lead. We've always asked, why do we go to Watkins Glen? This is why. Great racing. Stan closes into 1. Stan closes into 2. Climbing uphill to the S's. He's got a fast hot rod. He's got a great hot rod. He's able to go ahead and gap Mosteller. Most is going to have company there in Schaefer. No late lunge into the bus stop.
Armstrong holds on and defends. Oh, lost the rear. Kicks it back to the outside. Turn 6, turn 7. Not gonna work. 2/10 the difference. Stanley the lunge to 1. Backs out of it completely. Doran inside Thurston. Thurston goes wide. Stanley. Outside move on the 22. Armstrong shuts the door. And you can see Stan just looking, peeking, just wanting some type of advantage. But Armstrong's just had him dialed on every end of the speedway. Lunges outside to 6. Wheel to the chute. Late break by the 22. Holds on to the lead. It's 5-6 machines under a second from Watkins Glen. Stanley's just all over that rear end. He's got Mose and Schaefer right with him. But when it's feeding time up front, you know the deck will be shuffled. Look at Schaefer dead sideways. Stanley Mosteller. Stan has been riding that gate consistently the last couple of laps. Just can't get underneath the 22. Can't find a way around the 22. Joe blinks out. Comes back in. Looks top. Swipes bottom. No switchback. Armstrong outbreaks him. Down to turn 7, drag race for the lead. See, Stanley wants to outbreak on the outside lane. Needs a mistake, may just have gotten one. Still wheel to wheel. Ethan Stanley clears off the S's. New race leader from Watkins Glen. Looking, wanting. Still nothing. It's just a tough scenario. I mean, it's going to be very hard to pick him up. A wild turn of events. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, and Ford. $11 to go. It's going to be tough to pass. It's going to be tough to catch him. Chase Schaefer back and forth, riding on with him. I think at most can find his way around Armstrong. Might have a shot there at Ethan Stanley.
Joe did such a great job of defending. There's just no way he was going to be able to hold on with what he had going.
So what's it going to be? When the race to the checkered flag is on, just 10 laps to go now for Ethan Stanley. The battle for second heating up. Here's Schaefer down to the bottom.
Chase has been awfully quick.
But does he have enough to hold on completely? Drivers fading out. Schaefer back there in fourth. Oh, Joe back to the outside. Has Mosteller all over him. 3/10. 2 car lengths. Battle back out of the field. Abraham Vila, no. How about Jackson Carr? Carr's been awfully quick on the road courses up inside the top 10. Wheel to wheel with Steinmeier. Carr inside, Page outside. Reminder, River Page has already won once tonight. That is him as a lap machine. Stanley has checked out big time. Well, you know Joseph Armstrong, it's truly not over until that last lap, maybe that checkered flag. As he's made up a 7-second deficit before to win at this track. Sliding around. Stanley, your race leader. There he is in view. Armstrong, Mosteller, second and third.
They've really closed on in on, I mean, big time. You got Austin Doran, James Thurston back there in 6th, McConaughey, Jackson Carr. Back in the 8th position, Jeff Perchatsky. All the way back at 11th. 8 laps to go from Watkins Glen. Race 4, we go super late model racing. Doran in 5th. Schaefer in 4th. McConaughey, Thurston, Jackson Carr. Max Steinmeier back in that 9th position. Not a lot of switching, not a lot of shuffling. The real question will be, can Mosteller find his way through Joe? It's all over the back end. I don't think he can get him on that end of the speedway. 7 laps to go. McConaughey in 7th. James Thurston back there in 6th. A lot of separation, a lot of shuffling throughout this field. After Ethan Stanley took the lead not too long ago, he's pulled away to 2 seconds. The only thing is, Joseph Armstrong has not been closing in at all.
And if you say, well, what about Mosteller? Can he find his way through? No, can't do it just yet. They're struggling on the inside, struggling all over the place. This Monday night edition of NR Night in America, it's been a fun one. Having a lot of fun with it indeed. Already coming up on race 4. Whoa, James Thurston nearly into the guardrail down off turn 5. Would have indeed been race impacted. William Schmidt on the inside. Remember, he was involved in an incident really early in this race. McConaughey. Swipe to the bottom. Thurston locks it in. McConaughey looks back wide. Joe's got to make up time and in a hurry. He has mostly stopped the bleeding up front, but he hasn't been able to close all the way in like he'd like. Schaefer. Doran in the 52. Mega Doran in the 2. Mosteller looked inside, no give. 6 to go. Coming to 5. Mosteller consistently looked back to that outside. Close again with the peak. Can't get it done. No double-edged sword for him. 5 to go. Battle for 10th. Grachowski, Vila, Max Steinmeier. Mac up inside the top 10 on a road course. Don't get to say that a lot. The racing has been very interesting here tonight. Jackson Carr has been able to pull away from this group. 4th and 5th still going at it. Schaefer and Doran. Thurston into the grass. McConaughey was on that outside, lines up back nose to tail. Thurston again back to the inside. This is the swipe wheel to wheel. Battle for the 6th position. Tries it again wide. Not gonna get it. Armstrong has lost touch. Mosteller is there. Still no look for position. This may come down to a bump and run for the 2nd spot, but Ethan Stanley, oh, hold on now. They got down to a 2 after being about nearly 2.5 back. 2 or 3/10. This race isn't over. Joe is cutting away at that lead from the 92. 2 seconds back. Four to go. 3 to go. Will be this time by. Looks back to the bottom. Runs over the rumble strips. Drive off exit. Drive to 6 and 7. Still 2 seconds. Creeping under to a 1.9. Joe's faster on this end of the speedway. If he can just gain time here, he may have some type of shot. Well, Ethan Stanley's just thinking about maintaining pace. Down to 1.8. He's so much better down to turn 1, but he needs to be better in 1, maybe turn 5, maybe the bus stop. Now wiggling down off exit's not going to get you anything. And all that time made up, completely depleted. Three to go. Eight the difference, 7 the difference. Armstrong is really good in the bus stop and turn 1. The problem is Stanley's been consistently better exiting the carousel. Watch the time just evaporate from what they had. Two to go this time by for that the 92. Ethan Stanley, our road course ringer. Doesn't race all the time, but when he does, it's mostly on the twists and turns up in New York or maybe down in wine country. Two to go. .17 the difference. One A back. I think if he had 10 more laps, maybe 5 more laps, there would be a true shot. Oh, may have gone into the guardrail down on the 92. Lap traffic in front of him. This is going to be the big thing here. If Valderas does not get out of the way, Stanley's going to lose all that time. Now the laps are filing out. This is going to be it. Joe would have to be the fastest he has ever been to maybe have a shot. A second and a half back. Don't think that's going to really make up from what has been lost after those hard-fought battles. Lap traffic moves out of the way. Stanley runs down into turn 7 to hear the DeAngelis goes around but parks it to the bottom. Salamanca, 1 to go from Watkins Glen. And a caution almost came out because of it. Stanley, Armstrong, Mosteller, and Schaefer. Joe was 2.5 seconds back at 1 point. But with the caution early on, it probably took away from that strategy. Armstrong completely misses the bus stop. And if he doesn't get that spot back, he'll clearly lose this race. He won't even get second. It'll be Ethan Stanley going to victory lane. He'll be forced to get that spot back. If he doesn't also, he'll be out for the rest of the night. Stan lets them have a lunge out of the way. Will come off turn 7 to see victory lane. No, Armstrong bumps him. Stanley gets into him, puts him into the barrels. Stanley goes around. Mosteller wins from Watkins Glen. What just happened? Stanley had the win no matter what. Joe is going to be disqualified. But he wrecks himself by putting Joe in the barrels. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, you won't see Joseph Armstrong for the rest of the night, that's for sure. We're even attempting that. I am speechless. Textbook race with an absolutely not textbook finish. Huh. He won it. Schaefer second, Stanley third. I am shocked. I don't even think Demos knows what just happened. What in the world? What I cannot believe that. I have no idea. Demos, this is John. You have a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Is there any context to what we just saw?
I would think he was trying to full throttle it and then start the slowdown and then race him. I don't know. I am just as baffled as everybody else is.
Well, Joseph Armstrong won't be seen for a little while after that one. I'm pretty sure that is pretty obvious. But Stanley was going to win no matter what.
Yeah, I'm a little confused why I don't know what happened on the front straight. I just had to go over the barrels and then they both wrecked and I just had to get through it. I don't know what happened. You can fill me in.
Okay, well, you know what? I actually probably do need to fill you in because I'm the one that saw it. So do the viewers. Last lap, Joe. No, might have to go even farther back. Back straightaway. Joseph Armstrong clears the bus stop. Completely clears the bus stop. Takes the lead. Obviously is forced to do the slowdown. But you can't just purposely miss parts of the racetrack, so he's disqualified. Now he's out, right? He's out of the race. He's not going to be awarded the win. He's not going to be awarded second, third, fourth, or anything. And he's slowing down to give Stanley the position back. So he's out. That's it. He's already out of the race. This is the big one. That was the bump. He gets bumped out of the way. And rightfully so. He is slow. This is the one that we don't like. This is the one that's going to get him suspended. Boom. Lifts up the leader. Obviously has no idea he's disqualified. That's the one where it's like, hey, no, you're out for the night. The big problem was Stanley throwing his win away. I don't know how long Joe will be out because he obviously tried something that no one else has tried before. Stanley's the one that ended his own race.
I'm really confused.
Stanley ended his own race. So
Bean calls me the luckiest NR driver, and I think that this may be the most Mickey Mouse win.
Joe nearly wrecked Stanley down to turn 7. If it would have been a complete loop and he would have lost the race because of that, Joe's out for what feels like months. Stanley saves it. Joe is trying to perform a loophole in the system. The iRacing loophole, but not the NR loophole. He's clearly already not serviceable. Stanley gasses it up down the track. I don't think on purpose. No, it doesn't seem to be on purpose. We're going to watch it again from this angle. Wow. Yeah, he's dirt tracking it just to hold on. He's clearly, you can see the hands. He's turning back to the left.
That's him wheel spinning. Stanley's smarter enough to not, throw his race. I think he knew. There's no way.
He definitely knew that Joe wasn't going to get. Wow, so suspensions are going to be very interesting for that of the 22. And here you come with a thank you win.
Yeah, Bean has called me the luckiest NR driver, and I haven't really believed it, but this, honestly is... I don't think we've had any more, this is, the Demos version of the Mensing Miracle.
But what was Armstrong thinking?
I think he was just trying to surf the slowdown, honestly.
Well, you can't purposely miss the bus stop.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't know that. You said something.
I cannot believe that.
I mean, based off of his inputs and how he's running on the back straightaway, it looks like he's serving it, so... I mean, I don't know. That's disappointing, though, because Stanley was going to win the race. Stanley... He was really fast. You saw me blow the first turn on the restart.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, as on the broadcasting standpoint, prompts to Joe for at least trying to
break the loophole. Because clearly he didn't know that if you purposely just miss a corner, including trying to win the race, you're just not going to be given the win. You know what I mean? Even if you serve, you're just not going to get it. You got to run the track the way it's intended. But I would say props for him to at least try it. My problem is turn 7, right? If you would have let him go and finish second, it would have been like, okay, well, I mean, you still lose second because you clearly purposely missed it all. And there wasn't even a stop and go. It's not like he missed it, stopped, you know, and then went. So he would have been at the tail end of the longest line. And it's not like he missed the bus stop because there's a car there. He had to go through the grass like some people have done to get to slow down. Okay, fine. And then you let it off in the carousel. And this was a clear, blatant move. If Stanley knew what was going on, he probably should have just let Joe cross the line first. Because then all of a sudden, you know, Stanley gets to win. No matter what.
I'm
Honestly, Joe hits him back because Stanley knocks him down into turn 6. But Stanley thinks Joe's going to win through a loophole. Like James Thurston did at Nashville that took Alexander Cranky's possible second win away.
I remember that.
But Joe comes back and just clocks him. Yeah, that did not have to be that drama-filled. This was supposed to be the race that was to get me over to what was going to be probably the wildness of the super late models. Well, Joseph Armstrong.
Do I get to influence the decision for that car track combo?
The chat's not spamming one thing. They're very focused on what Joseph Armstrong was doing.
Well, we're gonna. I know what happened was bad. We want Hickory.
Who's we? Because what's the car count gonna be?
Me and you.
I want Hickory because we know we're both gonna be there. I'm gonna be calling the race and you'll be in the stands.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's a special place to
But the only thing is, I don't want just 15 guys to show up because it's late at night.
How about we scrap the super late model race?
Oh, no. I need to get ready.
Yes.
No. I need to get super late models in my veins. James Thurston Rex or Page Rex.
Everyone, right?
I cannot believe that. I am just in awe.
I'm just as shocked as you are and probably every single viewer.
You know, every race tonight has had something of a storyline. This is supposed to be the race that it was like, yeah, textbook, you know? Wow.
I wish I had more to say. This is a pretty boring interview, but...
there's nothing to say. You won the race by leading the last maybe 50 yards. I'm speed. Well, what do you want to say to the viewers back at home?
I want to thank everyone for rooting for me. Well, I'm glad I'm away from a controversial moment that's, you know, my actions. Usually it's me doing the kind of crazy stuff, so to kind of be a bystander and benefit from it, it's obviously awesome, but you can't really accept this as a win because...
No, it's a win. You cross the line first. A win is a win. Whether you win because it was that or because you led every lap, I mean, a win is a win.
Oh, yeah.
Trevino got his first ever win by leading the last 50 yards. You just won by leading the last 50 yards. That means the super late model race, I don't think we're going to see the winner until the last 50 yards.
I think we're going to see it on lap 1 of Powder's actually.
So we're not going to Hickory just because there wasn't enough of a spam. Tobias Matheson was the only one that spammed it, really, with a couple other people. There. But we're going to be going to South Boston. So what's your opinion on the situation?
This situation?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it benefited me, but I'm not really a fan of it. It's not how I want to win a race. I want to win it off of, you know, pure speed.
Did you see it coming?
I kind of did, and I actually missed the bus stop, or I didn't miss it, but I blew the second part of it, so I had to serve my own slowdown, and I saw them start to bump each other. Like, no way. Like, you obviously inside the back of your head, you hope they wipe each other out, but that never happens.
You hope they very much did.
Yeah, and then I saw them side by side, and then I saw them go for the barrels, like, oh my gosh. And then I saw Joe hit the barrels, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's only Joe. And then I saw Stanley spin around.
That is insane.
And then, you know, just had to kind of weave my way through, but that's
wow.
That's wacky.
I'm kind of in awe. You don't expect stuff like this, but here we are.
Oh, yeah.
Sessions going up for the next race. 50 lap super late models. I'm really curious to see what the viewers think about it, because some of them were just like, what was that?
I mean, I respect him for trying to find a loophole, but that's just...
The loophole part was... he wouldn't have been suspended for the loophole part. He would have been suspended for... And Joe is out of the next race, by the way, and out for the night. He would have been suspended
I feel
for...
like it's a bit out... I feel like it's a bit out of line. I wouldn't say a bit out of line. It's out of line.
I would say that's very out of line. That was crazily out of line. I am in shock of how that one ended. Well, we're going to race 4.
Well, I want to thank Tyler Tinsley for the paint scheme.
Heck yeah.
This was the first time I ran it in NR with a little patriotic.
YouTube just updated for me in the middle of this stream. Look, wow. I don't know if you can see it yet, or maybe it's just for me, but they changed the look of the pinned comment and the...
Oh, have you put the session up yet?
Yeah, just went up.
Oh.
It changed the look of the pinned comment.
I saw someone spamming something,
and the votes. That's pretty cool. It's on
Aiden
desktop.
Walker was spamming Legends.
No. No.
Come on.
No.
Come on. Come on.
One day we'll do a Legends race if it was like a crazy wave of people telling me.
Since the first day of NR, man. I don't think we've ever touched those tiny little things.
I've called enough Legend races in person.
Imagine Nathan Lyons shipping Walker out of the way.
I've seen that in person. I called that in person.
I don't think it's ever happened in person.
Well, I've seen Aiden Walker have 2 cars on top of him. I've seen Nathan Lyons do very interesting things in person.
Like
so, we don't need to get into detail. Both great drivers, by the way. Both fantastic drivers, but definitely the legend side for them when they were the semi-pros were definitely the learning side, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But do we do legends?
Yes.
I don't know.
We're 60 likes away from 300.
Well, we got 50 likes, or not 50 likes, 50 laps in this race. So we'll see how that rolls out. This is the only stream of the week, and then I pack it up, head to Hickory. You excited to see me? Are you gonna see me? Are you gonna come up to me?
I'm gonna bring something for you to sign.
What am I signing?
No, I'm not doing that.
People have done that. I've signed interesting things, random things, cool things. What were you gonna bring me?
I'm not bringing anything.
Come on.
I'm not doing that.
Well, okay, what were you gonna bring me?
I was gonna bring you a Thomas the Tank Engine toy that is sitting in my basement for 2 years.
No way.
I probably have a Diesel 10 toy sitting there.
I'd sign it.
Toy. No, you would not.
Yeah, I would. I'd sign the 13th.
I'm gonna scream IDK player. That'll embarrass you.
It won't embarrass me.
Yes, it would.
It's very hard to embarrass me. It is very, very hard to embarrass me. It is 1 lap qualifying. I just realized that when we came in there. Well, Mosteller, congratulations. I thought you were not going to win tonight. I'm going to be honest. I just thought tonight was not it.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
But hey, checkers are wreckers. You know, you're just on the right end of it. No, you've been on the right side of a lot of wins. Let's be honest.
Oh, Lions is in here. Good win. Back it up. Prepare the call.
You said Lions is in here?
Yeah, he's going to win.
Okay, you know what? Let's make I wouldn't say a bet, but let's say who's going to win that's not you. Let's see. I'm going to pick my guy that I think is going to win. The viewers can do the same thing. You know what? Tonight has been wild. I don't think Lions wins. They're going to wreck him. Or he's going to wreck himself. It's going to be one of the two.
I've got 2 people in mind.
I got 2 people in mind. Because this guy did really well at Concord. I'm going to go Frank, and I'm going to go William Schmidt.
Schmidt?
Yeah, he's the closer.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm picking Nathan Lyons and Marty Shimela.
It's not bad. It's not bad of a pick at all. I kind of like that. I probably should have done that. I got to ask you a question. What happened with Charlotte, in your opinion?
I didn't even make it to the green flag.
Yeah, but like, what happened with the restart? Why was it so wonky?
Everyone was starting in first gear.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's how it's usually supposed to go?
On most tracks, it kind of is. But, I don't know. Then we all crashed. And then, I got my laps back. And I went black screen.
No.
The inside wall. What?
I cannot believe that.
What?
That your screen just went black out of nowhere.
Oh no, it's like I raced the screen lock screen for like 2 seconds, but I pulled it off to the inside because I respect the driver and care about my competitor. Then I wrecked Gavin off. Then I got 15. Beat great.
Well, it's been an unreal night. I'm still in
your
shock
race?
about Watkins Glen, personally. But we're going to get ready to go green. It's hard to hear you with those super late models running. Hey, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Moss Zeller. Opinions about what just happened, you can go ahead and say them all you want. But wow. Just wow. What that was just insane. Now we got 50 laps here from South Boston to end this night. You thought that was crazy? Ooh, man, that was insane from what we saw. Let's get ready to go green. Just wild. Let's get ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. Pope, SB, and so many others get ready to line up the final minutes of qualifying before we go super late model racing. Omar Diallo onto the racing surface as well. Monday night. There's just something about it. When we see them on a Monday or a Wednesday night, things just happen. Wildly, they just happen. You can't really describe it. It kind of just rolls out. Let's get ready to go green. Greenwood, Christian Kendall. Laps as we get ready to go green. Time to ride, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to advance the session and go green flag racing. Lined up, load out, and we get ready to roll. Well, the race tonight has been interesting, definitely that. We've had great races. First two were definitely amazing, as an understatement. I mean, that was unbelievable. Not as an understatement. You cannot definitely put that in the category. We're excited for what we have. Nathan Lyons, Hayden McConaughey, Aiden Walker, William Schmidt, Chase Schaefer, Gavin Austin. Let's go green. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Time to rock and roll. River Page, James Thurston lined in. As we get ready to rock and roll, Nathan Lyons and the ASA Stars, Dawson Sutton, number 26. McConaughey on the outside. Thurston, Diallo, Page, Kendall, Sanders, Barbagallo, Quill, Espy, Mingo, Stone. Line up and get ready for the race in action that you're all getting ready to see. This is NR Night in America. This is race 4.
Let's get ready to ride. Lions pulling down out. McConaughey, Walker, and Schmidt. Let's get ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say those magical words. God, speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Lines up down to 1 and 2. Before heading out to 3 and 4, this is what we've come to see. The best of the short track scene. Get ready to thunder. Pace car makes a hard left. Let's light the fuse from South Boston, Virginia. Schmidt on the outside, Walker on the bottom. Whoa, up and out of the groove goes the 79 Red Bull. Lions leads lap 1. Mostly clean through the gears. Thurston's got company, River Page. Thought about it, trouble. Barbagala, Lane Sanders. Go for a twirl. Big wreck in the rear, caution's gonna wave. Look at the damage on the 46 of Cody Meadows. 27 drivers look to take the green flag. The stack-up did not stop once the leaders came back around. Mosteller's involved. That 6 has got to go. That's Gavin Austin. That's ridiculous right there. Gavin Austin will be out of this race. And pulls out in front of another driver. Gavin Austin will be out of this race and maybe some more, because what I'm guessing is he just sat up there sideways when he had the opportunity to throw it in the pit road. So this was the wreck. Nope, never mind. Apologies for that, was not on him. Caution comes out because of the instant towards the back half. You'll see it here. So Schmidt goes up out of the groove. There's Jacob Quill in the 51. There's the initial wreck. Caution is out. And they wrecked because the stack up from everyone checking up from the wrecked cars in front of them. And that's why you saw Gavin Austin dead sideways. Lions McConaughey will line up and try it all again. Walker, Schaefer, Stone. That of Landon Stone. To go back underway from South Boston, Virginia. Now the McConaughey realizes he doesn't have the nose for that 27. Walker, Schaefer, chasing the 26. Metzger, Barbagallo, Kendall, DeAngelis, Thurston, Dale Greenwood, Pope and Higgins, Schmidt in 6. McConaughey P2. Smoke from back markers, but mostly out of the way. Once again, McConaughey has won a race in our night in America on the super late model side due to a last lap pass. The top two got into each other. Will it happen again? He's got Walker to his inside, creeping down the back. Now these are the Gen 2 super late models. The ones that do not know, 5-star bodies about 5 years ago made Gen 2 looks. The Gen 1, well, that was just the Chevy SS and the Ford Fusion. Modern day racing on the super side and even the pro side usually sees a mixture of Gen 1 and Gen 2 cars. Second Gen 1s, that's where you see this Chevrolet nose, that's the Camaro, the Camry, high-end Toyota, and then the Mustang. Gen 1, that is the Fusion, the SS, and the Toyota Camry that looks like it came from the 2012 Car Tomorrow sticker. Nose. Walker in that second position, 8/10 the difference. Schaefer, Shamela, William Schmidt, Stone, Heilemann back in the 7th position, has wheel to wheel behind him. Up front, still Nathan Lyons. And the edge on Aiden Walker. Walker actually closing in down on entry 8-1-7-3. Really the difference point between both of them. One caution in this race, 31 to go. Barb in 10th. Haven't talked about Barbagallo all race long. Look at the damage on the back. Doesn't even have a spoiler, nor a rear bumper. Even Stanley made up time. He's up to the 8th position. Levi Heilman. William Schmidt there in 6th. Marty Shamela up to 5th, trying to make up time. Remember Schmidt earlier on in the running had a big wash up. Couldn't get the stick down off exit the way he wanted to. Schaefer smokes up the right side, looks to the bottom. Oh, Shamela looks underneath. The battle for 4th is on. Soon may be the battle for 3rd. McConaughey sitting right with him. .25 to go. Walker in 2nd. 1 second the difference. James Thurston out in front of him, holding Nathan Lyons back. Schaefer underneath. Oh, wanted it. Keeps looking, keeps peeking, but can't get that drive that he's so used to getting off exit. Looking for a way around. Walker, Schaefer, Schmidt, Ethan Stanley. Lions a full 1 second advantage over Aiden McConaughey. Making 3 seconds over McConaughey, a full second over Walker. To go. Lions, Walker, McConaughey. All in this battle. All looking to make something work. McConaughey up the track, Schaefer into him. Drives down near the barrels. And all that damage on the nose of the 27 is holding him back and also holding other drivers back from making up time. Walker still around a second, hasn't been able to close into that underneath the Lions. Shamela lined up, nose to tail of Schaefer. Looks to the bottom. Lions out in front. McConaughey inside, Schaefer goes down with him. Trying to find a way through, trying to sneak on through. Just cannot get it done. One car outside wall, Barbagallo. Off the racing surface, out of the racing groove. 13 laps to go. Dale Greenwood on the outside, Lions. And down in. Real battle now for that third position. McConaughey, Schaefer. 12 laps to do it. I'd say McConaughey giving that spot up very easily. This one caution race. As of this moment, it looks to end that way. Howman, Stanley, Stone, DeAngelis up inside the top 10. Schaefer. McConaughey P3. 10 laps to go from Sobo. Coming to 8 this time by. Lions. 8/10 lead over Aiden Walker. Walker's been able to close the gap. Hasn't been able to lock it all the way in. Schaefer in 4th. Shamela in 5th. Schmidt in 6th. Howman in 7th. Stanley in 8th. Conahey, William Schmidt. Landon Stone. There's Dale Greenwood back in 15th. Really just in a world of his own. OSB. Into the barrels, nearly up into Lions. 26 was able to sneak away without any problems. Trouble front straightaway. Nathan Lyons and others involved. A huge wreck unfolds with Tobias Matheson in the 6. Lyons tries to shove his way through and may have just ended his race because of it. That's a big hit. Aiden Walker also involved. Wow.
He's got to come pit road. That thing is junked. This will put Marty Shamela as the race leader, and you see Adam Walker clearly not happy with that of the 6. So they're spinning, they're wrecking in front. I was going to say it wasn't Tobias's fault. He gassed it up. The problem with Nathan Lyons was he was impatient getting through. I think if he would have just waited, he would have been fine. No way, part 4. I think at the end of every race tonight, we have had that shocking turnaround. If he waits right here, no, he gets turned. But with it being a roadblock, if he waits right here, there's no way he does not get through. Look at Shamela, just look at that. By the 39, sneaks on the outside. I cannot believe what we just saw. Lyons wants the position back. We're not going to give it to him. He needs to fix that car. Car is junked. It's been a while since he's won, and he did not answer to the L1 to fix the car. So Nathan Lyons will be out of the race. This is what it comes down to. And what is left? A 2-lap shootout, and we'll we'll put the caution back out for what it's worth before we get back going green. I know a lot of these guys are angry about what happened. Well, if we're going to end this on the right way, it's got to be done correctly. So we'll get the 1 to go this time by. Shamela McConaughey. Heilman, Schmidt, Stanley, Greenwood, Schaefer, Thurston. This will be the finish. We get the 1 to go. Marty Shamela has an opportunity to shut him down. 2 laps to decide who wins the final race of this Monday night edition of NR Night in America. Chevy on Chevy, back under green from South Boston. Schaefer on the flat. Shamela McConaughey. Hold it wheel to wheel. Salamanca. 1 to go from Virginia. Huge wreck to 1. Last run, 3 and 4. Shamela gets turned. Aiden McConaughey for the 2nd super race in a row walks it off. He wins at South Boston Speedway. I cannot tell you how much of a night, how much in this night we have had the wildness, but it was on full display at the end. You just never knew what truly was going to happen till the end. I'm shocked just as much as you are. McConaughey without a nose wins. He'll park it on the front straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude this night of NR Night in America. So glad to have y'all with us. So glad to have you guys hanging out. I'll see you next week as we get ready to go green just once more. We'll watch the replay to see what happened. but this will conclude our broadcast. I'm John Ramos. If you're heading out to Hickory, you'll hear me over the PA. Heading out to Wausau, yes, that's in Michigan. You'll be able to hear me over the PA and in broadcast form, live on Racing America, Track TV, same with Corgan Oil. 3 events, 4 days, 2 different parts of the United States. So thankful to have you all with us. Wildness unfolding on a grand scale. And when it did come down to it, it was Aiden McConaughey winning. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Shamela up the track. Went for a whirl. Good night to you all.